Becca, bitch. You're about to get vile. Yeah. I'm a prom queen, but I keep to myself, stacking high green. You're in debt to your health. AARP. Ain't shit owed but my wealth. And my oppie's getting dumber every day. Ha! Up in the gym, but I never need a witness. Tonic and gin when I'm working on my fitness. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, yeah, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. I be flexing like the dudes high on tread, all natural. Better give her tens. They say, Blondie, how you getting those abs? Hey, Bobby, let me call you a cab. Long legs, I'm a woman instead. My eggs, fertile, healthy, and femme. My trades, flowing free like the Thames. And my haters getting madder every day.
It's time for Jim Cornette's Strike Through, sponsored by Stephen Paynew. Send an email to our crew, buy a cameo or two. It's Jim Cornette's Strike Through. Come and pull up to the window and we'll open up the screen. Watch his corny cuts of promo on the pitch at Dairy Queen. Hear a tale of Smoky Mountain and some stories from the South.
Then make like Vince McMahon and shove a sandwich in your mouth.
It's Jim Cornette's podcast, taking questions you will ask. Talking wrestling from the past with his co-host Brian Last. It's Jim Cornette's podcast. Come see Nero, Kevin Pockets, Dino, Douche, and Chuckle Fuck. Felix, Riho, Baldwin, Buck, and Harpo, Finger Fuck. And then there's Endless Twerking from good old Slimy Gifts.
And then there's Monkey Ito, she's the god of love and piss.
It's Jim Cornette straight through, knocking AEW. The Observer thinks it's fine, Uncle Davis lost his mind. We used to be on Monday, now we're not on Monday.
King Kong Bundy.
Jim Cornette straight through. Thank you.
Apparently, Maeda would go all over the world, and he would challenge people in circuses. That's where you fought. Dude, he was having MMA fights all over the world. He was famous. This is what Jean-Jacques told me. I think Kano was his master. Apparently, something like they didn't want him to take these fights in these circuses and stuff anymore. So he took a fight in Mexico, and he wore a mask so he wouldn't get busted. And he was the one who started the mask wearing in pro wrestling. Maeda started it.
Was it what they called the?
That's what Jean-Jacques told
Nacho Libre.
What do we got? Super Dave, Pro Wrestle Clips. Tony Khan has Camille and Megan Baines sitting at home being paid since 2023 for nothing. Come on now. It's not going to be the pod calling some kettle black on that one. Truth is the truth. Becker was more over than Monet. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm reading slow. Becker was more over than Monet and is going to the big times. Absolutely. And I said that. I think I covered that show. In fact, I know we did. And I pointed out, I'm going to go back and listen to my own comments. But I did make a mental note, and I think I did point out that I thought she looked really good because I had never seen her before. And now that you pointed out, I don't want to say she looked better than Mercedes, but I think the expectation was a little higher for Mercedes, obviously. And perhaps Stephanie exceeded hers and perhaps Mercedes didn't. That's my take on it.
and gentlemen, shit's about to hit the fan.
The system is broken. It was time for a revolution. We could be the wrestlers that we want to be.
We have our own stories. We make our own characters.
Different. That's what makes us elite.
I've been forced to vacate the AEW World Trios Championship.
Fun created a revolution.
Show days, super chaotic. A lot of times we get here and we don't know what we're doing till hours, minutes before we go out there.
There literally are, I think some weeks, 100 talents running around backstage.
At that point, it caught Tony Khan's ear, and he started thinking, maybe I want to do this. Let's get together. And I guess the rest is history, right?
We're just getting started, but it's a great fight to start a great night.
Orange Cassidy in serious trouble.
This will be fun, right? I'm excited. Ready to go? Go to break.
Figured out what works as a heel in the ring for me.
Austin's speeds are so bad.
Is it a break spot?
Not yet.
We need to build an army right now.
It was good. That's good match.
You thought everything looked okay? Yeah. I just feel like
You tonight.
That was big.
We've seen this time and time again out of Jericho and Guevara.
That's awesome. That was great. Ah! Yes! Sick!
He's going to take it. And Claudio Castagnoli.
Is that heavy, Tony? No. I gave you extra time. 6 a break for right now. Go. They're really flying through. Hey, that was great. That was perfect.
1, 2, 3.
Are you okay? That was great. Way to get him up at the end. You got him back. That was great. Pick him up. That was a great finish.
Oh, yeah.
Going into the card rundown. We'll feel out the ending, and then we'll go into the card rundown bumpers.
With Ty Mello, Dr. Ty and Anna, and Will Nightingale taking Britt Baker with Sky in her sights, and now Sky Blue goes down. My catcher. The team match right there. Jamie Hayter coming up right now. The Elite versus Death Triangle.
The sooner you get to the Death Triangle, the better, man.
Good. All right, the Bucks are attacking. Oh, this.
We're good. We got a minute or so. We want to get him going. Get him off this.
Mox charging right back at Hangman. Now,
I like this.
I don't think I've ever seen him hit an elbow like that. Oh, modern day pro wrestling. Danielson.
We're doing good. We're doing good on time. This is good. Hey, hometown hero. Way to go. Welcome back. Yeah, it's great.
Welcome back.
Loved it.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. You okay?
Oh, I'm great.
Whenever you're ready to get it going. A secret.
Am I safe?
Am I safe?
Oh my God. They snuck in. It's beautiful. Thanks for getting in.
Of course. So it felt great to see Tony. He has been incredibly supportive through this entire process. Of course, we had communicated and talked, but it's not the same as seeing someone face to face.
Hey, I'm going to run by every time I go to the bathroom.
Oh my God, of course.
Share a bathroom.
Yes.
It's Wednesday. You know what that means? AEW Dynamite is live in Los Angeles at the fabulous Kia Forum.
All right, we're 2 minutes here. I'm going to give you the 5 in about 30.
A win.
Thank you.
So I talked to Tony last week, and he told me there's a plan. So I just got to trust him. You know, I trusted him before, and I became TNT champion 3 times.
Dr. Britt Baker should be better than these. Neck breaker. She's here for. Let Saraya blow into the shot. Here's our finish.
Ooh, what's happening, guys? Welcome to another eclectic edition of PWT Live Show Monday Night Netflix and Phil. I am, of course, your host, Phil Marks from Phil Marks out in Pro Wrestle Times. Can I get a Hopefully you guys heard that StreamYard's being a B word again today. It's been acting good lately, but tonight, no, not so much. We're also live on X, live on Twitter. If that's your jam, make sure you check it out. And I dropped my first video here on the Phil Marks Out channel. It's my review of episodes 1 and 2 of Daredevil. And you guys will notice it's more scripted with actual edits and all of that sort of thing. If that's your sort of thing, make sure you check that out and you support your guy Phil Marks over here at PWT and also at Phil Marks Out. So yeah, we are live on X again here. Sorry, I'm just sort of configuring that. I'm a noob over there, so I'm just retweeting that. And yeah, if you haven't yet hit subscribe, guys, hit the like. You already know what to do. What else here? We have a huge stacked card. We're not jam-packed with news. We do have a good substantial amount. That's why I come on early as I do. It's 2 hours. So, like, let's say Raw, I'm 2 hours behind now of East Coast time because of daylight savings time. So everything is like an hour earlier for me or whatever, I believe, right? So, or 2 hours right now. So typically, I believe, or no, yeah, an hour. So Raw will come on at 7 o'clock for me, but now it's coming on at 6 o'clock. Like, it's 5 o'clock right now. Right, but it comes on at 8 Eastern, so yeah, bugged me out a little bit there. I don't have to roll my clocks back, but everybody else does, so then I have to adjust, but time stays the same. Yeah, what did I get up to? You guys watched Revolution, obviously. Revolution is a mystery. We're going to talk a bit about that. What else, man? I jumped on a bunch of different shows last night. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe to my new channel if you like pop culture and that sort of shit. We have such a stacked Raw. Okay? And I'm going to check in with chat over here. But man, oh man, let's go over this Raw card. For certainly. What else do I got to plug? Check out the Patreon. Check out, just my channels. Hit the like, hit the sub. Man, they're blowing up. Subs are going crazy. Everything's going great. So I just really appreciate you guys. We're going to go over some Revolution Aftermath stuff. Those press conferences are really not, there's nothing going on in those. You know what I'm saying? So those are just worthless at this point. Tony's not going to embarrass himself anymore. He kind of stopped doing that. So there wasn't really much to pick through. The news has actually been relatively quiet, but as Phil Marks does, I figure out what we need to be talking about and why we should be talking about it. Speaking of one thing we should be talking about, sickos are pushing back. Meltzer's doing some cope action. No Edge. We got a little bit of insight on what's going on with John Cena. And I can't wait because John Cena follows PWT confirmed. That's an actual thing. But listens to PWT maybe. No, I'm just joking. But definitely they're doing what I said with his merch and shit. So I can't wait to get into that. I'm going on low sleep. I have a Slurpee over here. All right. It's starting to get nice. It was literally snowing today, but and some coffee, some water, of course. We got to stay hydrated, chat. I hope you're all doing good. I'm going to check in with you in just a moment. Make sure you run those likes up. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that do you guys want a Revolution review from your boy Philly Phil? Because I can do that. You guys let me know. We're going to run over this Raw card first and foremost. What else? LFG. So here, let's jump into Phil Makes Big Miracles. And hopefully that's sharing the right one for you guys. So let's go. I'm going to check in with chat actually first. Let's check in with chat and then I will get into this. So Super Duper Gamer has been a member for 5 months.
Best guys, Tony Khan.
That's amazing. Let's make up news like Meltzer. Sure. When in doubt, we'll just make it all up, right? I'll just start. I'll just bring Husey in here and let him say a bunch of shit. It triggers everyone. Thank you so much for your membership and being here. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Revolution review. I wasn't paying the 50, so I need one. Sup, Jake. Nice Junior. Do the Rev. Allegedly. Yeah. He was just alleging me fucking before it came on the air, too. It's pretty funny. So, you want a Revolution review? The Revolution is televised on Amazon for $50. We are the Filluminati. I like that, dude. The truth is definitely out there. Yeah, I like that. The Filluminati. We're going to keep that up. Absolutely. So, who came up with Filluminati? Who deserves the credit for that? Mike Sosceles, you get the credit for that until someone tells me otherwise. Lincoln Hawk, the top mod of the Discord pod, says congrats to Jake and Phil on both getting new shows out. Join the Discord. Yeah, drop the Discord link if you don't mind in there. Yeah, so I did spaces with George and Jake there yesterday. I was on Toonie Talk as well. And I tried to pop in with the Soup Boys, but I wasn't fully sure what was going on there in the Discord. So, yeah, I had a good time. I ended up watching the whole event. I sort of jumped around and watched different matches with different folk and then dipped out to eat or whatever I was doing, right? So it was a good time. So many matches. Okay. And, yeah, for people who see my, like... Phil marks out stuff and it's like, is this series trash? Again, don't hate the player. You got to hate the game. We got to compete on YouTube. Go listen to what my thoughts are. You know, I like write it out for Daredevil if you guys are into that. And episode 1 and 2 review is up now and it won't be a week away. Like they'll come out the next day. So I think this Wednesday, the new Daredevil comes out. My review of it will be up like the next day, the next evening type thing, you know? So yeah, just stick around for that and whatever movies, you know, when I see Queen of the Ring, obviously, and I'm not going to spam Phil marks out stuff just at the start, you know, I got to give it a kick in the ass. So I appreciate you guys staying locked in with me. And, yeah, thank you so much, Lincoln Hawk. Okay, guys. So let me see what else. Yeah, the Discord, make sure you motherfuckers get in there. Thanks for popping in our spaces. Yeah, absolutely. Make sure you guys go check out All Jake Takes On channel as well. He's been dropping shit like almost every day. I feel like every other day. So stay locked in there. Hear him out, then tell him his thoughts are trash. Yeah, exactly. You know, no, I really enjoy Daredevil, you know, but I do pick things apart a little bit, come from different angles, and yeah, I don't know. I think some of my jokes are funny. Poor Adam. You guys will get it. I caught you on TT Dub. Yeah, dude. It was fun, man. It was fun. Stop spamming. Don't make me block you. Yeah, dude. So, okay, yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. You guys run those likes up if you can. Okay, so let's check out this card here. We, of course, have the Raw logo. Beautiful, tight, definitely tight. We have Logan Paul being called out by AJ Styles. Can't wait. That'll be a good Mania match. We have Jey Uso taking on Grayson Waller. And Austin Theory's in his corner. I don't know if we get the full turn here, but I definitely see Austin and Waller like breaking up here, or Austin defending Jay from Waller or some sort of shit. Like someone runs out to attack Jay and then Austin defends Jay, and then like next week we get a tag match between Waller and someone else or some type of shit. Maybe that's in a couple weeks, but Austin Theory is full on yeeting and shit during the commercial breaks. So that's happening, you know? And I will try my best to call all the action during the commercial breaks for you folks, because this is going to be a wild ass. You know, they're going to jam pack this fucking MSG card. The Boo Day are taking on the Lucha Stars. Did you guys see Tony Khan called that team the Lucha Stars, Commander and Hologram? The Lucha Stars. Holy shit, dude. That sounds like some Vince McMahon 1993 type shit, you know? The Lucha Stars. Holy shit. So yeah, this will be a good match. Cody Rhodes is set to appear. And Seth Franklin Rollins will be taking on Chick Magnet Punk. And that's in a steel. I mean, come on. The fuck? We're going to put up match of the year, you know, in the first quarter. So I'm down. I can't wait. What else did you guys want? A Revolution review really quick? I'll pull it up for you motherfuckers. Let's do it. So AEW Revolution results here. We're going to run through this quickly. So basically the pre-show was good. Was actually pretty decent, you know? Big Boom AJ stole the shit. Okay, so we'll just go ahead to Bleacher Report here, and you guys can see the card. So Lee Johnson and Blake Christian versus Commander and Hologram. I don't remember the finish of that. So this is all in the pre-show. 1, 2, 3, 4 matches. Okay. Garcia, Cole, O'Reilly, and Strong versus Shane Taylor Promotions. What the fuck? Whatever. That was whatever. Maybe I just caught the tail end of the pre-show, guys. No, I was like doing other shit during this. I started paying attention during Gravity and Chris Jericho, the 0 hour pre-show. Now Gravity takes a beat down. Bandito, his shoot brother, comes out and he's feuding with Jericho. And, you know, they're like holding Bandito while Gravity gets beat down, and then Bandito breaks free. Sorry if my fan's blowing in the mic, guys. I apologize for that. And then, you know, it's just like a beat down. They dip out, whatever. Nothing. Just Jericho working his way on this. Oh, but he's Bandito's brother. Gravity is okay. He hasn't been on AEW in like a year. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but didn't he debut like a year ago? And then he's been in Ring of Honor or whatever. If that, probably just mostly Mexico and doing some dates in America, the Americas. So then we had Orange Cassidy, Big Boom AJ, and Mark Briscoe versus Johnny TV in the MXM collection. Now this is perfect for the pre-show. This was perfect for Orange Cassidy, Mark Briscoe. I was so nervous, and it's so funny how they treat Mark Briscoe almost less serious than Orange Cassidy. Like, you could easily have Mark Briscoe have a world title run or something, and they treat him like one of the company mascots. And I was hesitant, but of course, Mark Briscoe's the shit. You give him the ball, he runs with it. He made the most of this. He was like the one serious guy, but he's also kind of silly. So it worked. And so I shouldn't have been so skeptical about it going in, because of course he's brilliant. He was going to make it work. But this was the best Orange Cassidy's ever been booked in AEW. Ever, man. Like, this is what you're supposed to do with him. Have him making TikToks with the Rizzler and for the kids, and he comes out with Big Boom and a 6-man, and they have a little goofy match with the goofy MXM guys, even though they're doing all this like weird innuendo stuff, and it's kind of Cassidy and Big Boom AJ and that sort of focused at kids. Yeah, a little weird. It is what it is. And then Johnny TV, I mean, he's funny, and like people know him. He was on Survivor and shit. I mean, you plug him in, he's, you know, it makes sense as well. They all play their roles right. Big Boom AJ's the AEW GOAT. I mean, let's be honest. The guy is like better timing than like fucking a bunch of people on the main card, you know? I mean, this was just awesome, awesome stuff, right? Until the end. So they had the crowd like dead to rights. They're popping. Everyone's going crazy. Blah. And then all of a sudden, like the heels hit the ring, Archer and like Cage. And you got Archer and Cage, bro, on your roster, and they're coming out there being made to look like goofs for Big Boom AJ and Orange Cassidy and the guy from Pitch Perfect, dog. Okay, Adam Devine or whatever pulls up. He's a funny dude. Him and someone else who's in that show he's on, Righteous Gemstones or whatever the fuck it's called, and they choke slam someone. I mean, they choke slam I can't even remember who. It's just so ridiculous that they're even in the ring doing anything after they had the crowd. So here's the thing. It started to get convoluted because like Harley Cameron's out there, but she's so good. She makes it work. And she's known for doing like her puppet stuff and her guitar stuff and all that good shit, right? So she makes it work, but you're like, okay, it's kind of getting convoluted, but whatever. It's just crazy. We got to pop the crowd. We're just trying to lure people in maybe last minute to the pay-per-view. I mean, I think this worked. To put this on YouTube makes fucking sense to me, man. So, but then it just got so messy. The heels run out. Then you got more actors coming in, and then the crowd's kind of confused. They're like, who's who? And they fucked it all up. So it went from being literally one of the best things, in my opinion, Tony's ever booked. If you're thinking about, okay, he's trying to expand this thing. He's trying to do a bit of sports entertainment here. He's trying to appeal to the kids. It's on YouTube. Cassidy, okay. Like, he had it right there, and then he just fucking and the finish was great. And even the spot, too, where the kid power bombed Mansoor, dude, the crowd erupted for that shit. I popped, man. I mean, I thought that was a good spot, too. And Mansoor sold it properly and everything. Like, he made it look good. And then they did the big boom hug or whatever. I don't know. Is that a thing they do? They're best friends now? I don't know what that was about, but I think there is when they should have like posed at the crowd and been like, boo, and like made the crowd do the boom, 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 boom. Because I'm telling you, these guys, if you see their socials, like they pop up on my X all the time now because they're AEW official, bro. Fucking all elite, cuz. But you see they go to restaurants and they'll, that's a 6, they're like Meltzer stars, but they're booms. That's a 5 boom fucking rack of ribs, son. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? They should have hit that with the crowd. I don't know. That'd be my one critique, I guess. But, and then obviously all the convoluted shit at the end. So there you go. I just blew that silly, dumb shit to death, but it's because it worked until it didn't, though. Because Tony can't leave well enough alone. Like, he had it and it was great. It was great. And then he just had to keep adding more to it. Right? Just like everything, and it fucks up everything else because you're just doing too much. Things don't matter when you're doing, it doesn't matter that Adam Devine chokeslammed anybody, Adam Devine, whatever. He should have been later in the show. He could do something. You have him do something funny backstage. They had a bunch of celebrities there, and they might not be A-list. They're all like the former Mad TV castmates. I was joking, like, everyone, Brian Callen, the guy who played Stewart or whatever. But yeah, Will Sasso was there, Ken Jeong, Bobby Lee, come on down. It's like, who else did they? Leslie Jones was there, cheering for Swerve, just sweating up a storm. That lady from the terrible Ghostbusters remake. And so I was having a giggle at that, but yeah, for some reason they just had to muddy up that Big Boom AJ stuff. Anyways, let me move along here. Continental Championship, Brody King versus Katsuchika Okada. 0 heat, dude. 0 heat whatsoever, so it doesn't matter, and Okada won. Swerve versus Ricochet. Swerve won. It was a great moment at the end. They did a lot. And it took away from, we're out of order here. Like, the pay-per-view opened with Adam Page, MJF. I'm just reading it in the order, like, bottom to top here. It opened with MJF, Adam Page. And so going from the 0 hour with the Big Boom stuff, like, it wasn't completely ass, but they definitely muddied it up. But then going into the MJF Page match, the crowd was so hot, and they did have a really good match. MJF can do that, he knows how to just go and shut everybody up with his work, and I do appreciate the match he had with fucking Adam Page here. But yeah, I can't remember what came after, what the order was. It doesn't even matter. The Outrunners took on Hurt Syndicate. Now, that was a solid match too, but goddamn, man, Hurt Syndicate are just... they're down there. Hey, like, Lashley ain't in the world title picture for real. I guess this elevates the tag belts, right? But they had 3 WWE guys in the main event anyways, so why not? It's there, dude. Lashley's the guy people, you have Lashley versus Joe. That's a program right there. You could run for your world title. People would get behind that, dude. Put them in the fucking fight pit. Like everybody wanted Joe and Brock in the fight pit or Brock and Lashley in the fight pit. Well, you guys could do it. TNA did that shit. I mean, you guys can just put them in a cage or a cell or whatever the fuck you got to do. They did a shoot work with Hager and fucking Wardlow before. You got Joe and Lashley, bro, but instead you're gonna fuck around with Moxley still. I just really don't get it. I really don't get it. And then you see the shill sites, like, not to jump ahead, but not even that they're shills. We just say it now. It's such common, what's the term? Nomenclature? I don't even know. It's just like the terminology people throw out there, even though it's not. We don't mean literal shill. Maybe Wrestle Talk is or whatever, but the UK sites are all like, finally AEW got rid of their worst thing ever. And they're talking about Christian having that briefcase. And it's like, no, dude, they didn't. They doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on Moxley. That is their worst thing ever. So arguably, Bucks are close number 2. So, yeah, not to jump all over the place, even though I did. Where was I here? Hurt Syndicate. I mean, you got Lashley and Joe. Joe wasn't even on this thing, man. Sometimes I wonder why. TBS Championship, Momo Watanabe versus Mercedes Moné. Now, they had a good match, but the problem is that it was so fucking long. No one gives a shit about Moné. I don't care what anyone has to say. Nobody cares. She's going to beat Billie Stark. She's going to beat Athena. She's going to beat Megan Baines. She's going to have the Hog title and the fucking ROH title. She's going to have 6 belts. And yes, they're going to do that. I promise you they're going to do that. So, I mean, this match was actually good, really good. There was a couple spots that's whatever, but they're not touching all the time. But either way, this match was actually solid. But why was it on the pay-per-view? It got outshone by the other women's title match, and no one gives a shit. Momo Watanabe, the problem with AEW is that you can just be from Stardom, but then you can just wander around backstage and fight people with sticks, and no one cares. No AEW staff is like, hey, why are you back here, person who doesn't work here in kayfabe or whatever, right? So none of that shit ever makes sense. Momo just shows up after winning that thing in Japan, that gauntlet or whatever the fuck in Japan, and then she is just in the crowd a month later or 2 weeks later, and then she's just following Monet around. Then they have a match. Decent match. The problem is that no one gives a shit. It was buried, sandwiched between all this other stuff that was more interesting. So I honestly kind of feel bad for this Momo Watanabe girl. To just come. Well, maybe not feel bad. Maybe her name's we're saying her name and stuff, so maybe that's a W, but you just got to come do a job for Monet. Just no one gives a fuck. Steel cage match, Ospreay Fletcher. This did not live up to my expectations. I'm not going to lie here. And I'm not being a fucking bruv hater either. Here, I'll give a bruv. It's just, I thought this was going to blow our fucking Meltzer. Oh my God, the God, awesome God of everything. Right? I thought this was just going to be a coming out party for Fletcher, where we just saw another side of him. But instead, it was just the same hack. I'm going to lick the blood, bruv. Let me lick the steel with your blood, bruv. Oh, there's a barbed wire bat. We can't just fucking tell a story in a cage. When other people already are having matches on this card with glass and blood and slamming through doors and tables and da-da-da-da. We can't just tell a story of where 2 guys, we used to be friends. It's fucking Kevin Nash and Triple H, guys. I'm sorry. It's, hey, this is what it is. HBK, Triple H in a cell, or Nash, Triple H in a cell. You guys know what I mean? It's 2 friends who fucking drifted apart. One of them's off fucking around in a faction. The other one's trying to make a name for themselves. And the faction keeps jumping them, so you need a cage to keep those guys out. And let's just tell a story in a fucking cage. They can't do that. It's got to be oh, I rub me blood on you, bruv, and then you lick me blood on the cage, bruv, and then we'll fall down, bruv. You know, I just don't get it. The spiked bat, like everyone's got a spiked bat now. You're all Chelsea Green, Cactus Jack. That was sick how Chelsea Green came out like dressed in Cactus Jack attire. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like fucking everybody's got, what is the bat called? Lucy or Barbie or whatever, Barbara, whatever it's called, the barbed wire bat or whatever they call it. Everyone's got a different name for their instrument. Pause. But do you name yours? No. So I just thought those guys could have just like told a fucking cage match story. That's all. So it really let me down. AEW International Championship, Kenny Omega versus Konosuke Takeshita. These guys did their thing. Kenny Omega's really working that slowed down style and shit. He needs to go to WWE. Just fucking do it, bro. They'll give you part-time. You'll get to be on Mania. You'll get to be the guy who shows up and beats Rollins unannounced or whatever. They'll let you do that. I guarantee it. I don't know when your deal's up. Hopefully 2027. He might not even be on a deal. This is the thing with Kenny. He might not be on a deal per him. The shit he was saying. Like he might legitimately be on like a just, you know, an appearance thing. Tony's super willing to do that with like anyone, you know? And if anyone's like, oh, come on now, Phil. You can't just speculate that, dude. Moxley too. Like Moxley is, you know, he was world champion and was like, I don't even have a contract. Let's do Rocky 3. I'll squash you to Punk or whatever. So the Hollywood ending for the AEW Women's World Championship, Timeless. Toni Storm takes on Mariah May, and Tony Khan explained in the press conference, he's like, oh, I thought Grand Slam was the perfect ending. But I figured since we're in LA, we need the perfect Hollywood ending. It's like, what are you talking about? So yeah, man, these ladies just beat the hell out of each other. A lot of people are like, oh, they're fucking sickos. Only sickos enjoy this. I don't like seeing women get gored up. And I can totally see that. If that's your opinion, that's your opinion. Some people are, you know, you see the usual suspects are like, that's just sexist. And it's not. Okay. Don't let people fool you into thinking some stupid shit. It's not sexist to not want to see women like beaten up and shit. Okay, like that's not like it's literally human nature for you to get protective over women. But just remember they are adults and they're willing participants and they know what the fuck they're doing. And it is a turnoff for a lot of people, though. You have to accept that. That's why deathmatch lady wrestlers, you know, there's some infamous ones, some legendary ones, but they're in their fucking lane. You're never gonna see them. You know, the extent of it is like Michin, the way they put over Mia Yim and her hardcore status. Like she's the best hardcore brawler in the women's division. You know, they sort of pitch her that way. That's like the extent of it, man. You're not getting crazier than that. Not to say women can't bleed, okay? Liv Morgan bleeds every fucking match she has. We're just saying, like, it's a turnoff. You got to accept that. The same way a pizza cutter's a turnoff, you got to accept that. The same way thumbtacks might be a fucking turnoff, and WWE's got to accept that. Everyone's got to accept that for some people, right? And I don't know. It didn't trigger me too bad. Like, I sort of expected this from these two. Just knowing them both, they've already both gotten color pile drivers on stairs. I thought this was going to be pretty much. I didn't think it would be. We'd get the visuals we did, but I knew it would be pretty fucking good. Like, I didn't here's the thing with AEW. They don't do like thumbtacks though ever. They just go right to glass now. And it's just, I don't know, reel it in. I guess they've already done the exploding super kick wrapped in barbed wire, right? So that's like the ending. What else can you do from there? You know, I heard someone say that before. They're like, that's the ending of the show. You can't do anything else now ever again in AEW. An exploding super kick barbed wire. Like, and the Bucks did that 2 years ago now, or a year and a half ago, whatever it was. But it's really true. Like, where do you even go from there? I guess you got to just pull glass out and shit. The AEW World Championship Rated R Superstar took on Jon Moxley. This match fucking sucked balls. It was just Edge trying to like work a paced out thing. Moxley's out there being a schlub. Just really, I don't know what it is with that guy, man. He's just phoning it in. It's not like the worst match of all time, but it's definitely, no one cared. The crowd didn't give a fuck. And then the ending. So then near the end, they start getting everyone back, and they get me back, and everyone's like into it. Holy shit, what's going to happen? And then like even when Christian Cage comes out, they had 2 perfect finishes. They had one where Edge could have won. It would have been so perfect. And then it was like, okay, they squandered that. And the refs all knocked out and shit or whatever. And then Christian comes out with his contract, makes it a 3-way. And then they had it right there where Christian Cage could have won as well. And it would have worked, man. Like if Christian had just weaseled out with the belt, that would have worked too. It really would have. And then we could have got an Edge Christian program, like a proper one. But no, dude. No. So pretty much this is what it is, guys. Edge didn't want to take the fucking pin to schlub Moxley on this pay-per-view in LA. Schlub Moxley is like, oh, I gotta still run with the belt because I'm not done this reign, even though we're doing our worst fucking ratings ever and our worst key demo ever, and no one's watching this shit. And this is possibly one of the worst world title runs where we don't even have a fucking world title displayed anywhere. This guy's so fucking dumb. He's like, let me put it in a suitcase and act like we didn't really lose it, or maybe make people think we did like Jericho did before. It's the dumbest shit ever. Okay. And that's where we're at now in AEW. Like it's WCW, baby. It doesn't work for me, brother. So Moxley's like, well, I'm not losing this shit yet. And I'm telling you, this is what the fuck's happening, guys. Okay. This is like out of Tony's. We almost can't even blame Tony for trying to make chicken salad out of chicken shit here at this point. Because with Edge, he's like, I'm not fucking losing this match. 100%. And then, so then they use Christian, who's just like, whatever. I'll fucking put me on TV at least, guy. And, yeah, so they get rid of the contract. Like Moxley just bulldog chokes a fresh Christian Cage and just taps him out. And it's like, what the fuck? They could have had Christian weasel out with the belt. Right? They could have had Edge get out. I mean, they should have put it on Edge. I really don't know what the fuck they're thinking not putting it on Edge, dude. And then have like the streamers come down and everything. So the event ends. Like it was literally just a travesty, and the whole crowd was like, what the fuck? And then Swerve is like stalking Moxley as he goes through the crowd, and Swerve like jumps off the balcony and stomps Moxley. And it was like a pretty cool spot. And then the pay-per-view goes off air with their schlubby ass. So not only does this idiot like choke out Christian like nothing, and Edge is laying there dead, Moxley escapes with this fucking belt. And then Swerve just stomps on him like Super Mario. Because Mox is a fucking Goomba anyways. And sends this dude packing. And makes him look like a chump, and that's supposed to be the world champion. And they just have fucking Super Swervio brother come down from the sky and just stomp his ass like a Koopa Troopa. And then the pay-per-view goes off the air, and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? It was like a bad ending to a Thunder. It was like a bad SmackDown ending. It was, what the fuck, man? This is how you're ending your pay-per-view? I really couldn't even believe it, to be perfectly honest. And that was it, man. That was AEW Revolution. So yeah, round of applause for Revolution. I mean, it did not live up to the hype. A couple matches were good, but what does that mean when there was 15 matches on the fucking card? And yeah, I was really disappointed with Osprey and Fletcher. I thought that was going to cook way harder. Let me check in with chat here. Lincoln Hawk, the top mod of the Discord pod for 2, says, get super chats in before they go up by 25% tariffs. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Yeah, get them in. Become a member for 99 cents. Subscribe, whatever you got to do. Hit like, dislike, the YouTube shit. You guys know what to do. Thank you so much. Rabid Wolverine's LC Killer for 17 for 5 says, I was in the restroom when Tony and Mariah match was on. Oh, dude, like throwing up, or were you like pooping? It was, I enjoyed it. I don't know. I just like seeing that. Like, they just work well together. Their chemistry is really good. And again, man, if you try and watch AEW, like, you have to isolate the pay-per-views from everything else and then isolate each match. And then if you do it that way, you can kind of like tolerate it. But yeah, I don't, or are you making the Divas as the piss break joke, you old bastard? No, I'm joking. Miss October 30 gifted a Pro Wrestle Clips membership. That is amazing. Thank you so much, and hope you're doing well. Miss October 30, I think I got you beat in the tire department today for once. Chris McCarty says, Becky the Thong Lynch returns tonight. What do you mean the thong? Wait, hold on.
Are you sure about that?
Why is everybody every week now saying Becky's going to be back? Becky's going to be back. To hell with that. But let me see that thong. No, she's a married woman. Listen, I'm just saying that because you said
in life
thong
you gotta
in there.
be a hoe.
And I always have to sing a song with everything we do. Miss October 30 for 20. My God. Oh, my goodness here. We have to give an air horn. Thank you so much. I'm a bit late, but I believe that Monea is trying to compensate for herself to prove she is the best. Yeah, absolutely. Like, how does she validate, oh, I'm worth the most of money? Like, how does she validate that to everyone? What's a kayfabe? What's like a workaround way to validate yourself? You Jushin Thunder Liger, you Ultimo Dragon yourself, and then she can go, well, I have all of the belts. You know, like, look at what I accomplished. No one did that, and no one can take it away from her, because when she goes back to WWE, they'll be saying, Mercedes Moné, she held all these 7 world titles at the same time, or whatever. You know? So she's like kayfabe, because she has her own creative and shit. So yeah, she's like kayfabe working her way into the value, which is sort of what pro wrestling is, I guess, at the end of the day. Bailey is a true role model and has been NBA All-Stars. True. Becky was the man. True. Absolutely. Is the man still. Charlotte is the best women's wrestler. You could argue, yes, like the best all-around women's wrestler, one of them of all time. Certainly, like her father at the in-ring part and healing. Let me think. Yeah, and also like Sasha or Mercedes almost sabotaged Naomi's career, like from an outsider's perspective looking in. It's like, damn, thank God Naomi bailed out to TNA and went back to WWE where she belongs, right? And now she's part of this really hot fucking angle, and Monet is just, no one gives a shit at all. Like, she's like Daniel Garcia, dude. She gets anti-pops, you know? And yeah, Becky is the man for sure. Do you think Miss October 30, you think Becky comes back tonight or what? John JID 9999999 says, Phil, what did you think about Travis Scott at the pay-per-view? Okay, so we're retreading a bit here. I covered it before. I loved it. I thought it was brilliant because first off, he was smudging in the corner there, doing whatever he was doing, conjuring up some spirits there. So yeah, I fuck with that. I like that he's super famous. I like that he threw a live round in on Cody Rhodes, because at WrestleMania, man, Cody Rhodes is gonna pimp slap his ass in the middle of the ring. He's gonna backhand him or fucking cuff him back, and the crowd's gonna erupt, or he's gonna whip him with his belt or whatever, and the crowd's gonna erupt. And yeah, it was just a it was just a really good way to get heat on a sucker punching little bitch who would never square up with Cody Rhodes one-on-one, you know? I enjoyed it, man. And the people who don't know who he is, that's fine. That's totally fine. But as I pointed out, there's lots of people who don't know who like Hardy and Jelly Roll are, and no one complains, you know, about it. So just trust that WWE knows who they're collaborating with, right? So yeah, round of applause for fucking all the super chats and just all the members and everyone in chat hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you're hitting like. Thank you all for being here. This Raw's about to pop off here. We got 15 minutes, so let's dive into some news. I'm just going to drink some Slurpee, some slushy, depending on where you, a frosty, if you will, depending where you live in the world. Oh, yeah. It's just sugary ice. Okay. So, Penta's being advertised for tonight. Can't fucking wait. When do you think Phoenix is coming in? February, March, April, May, June. I was saying summertime. I'd wait till after Mania. Or like at Mania, run in to save his brother or something like that. And then Malachi Black Raw after Mania. Right? But he got let go a little bit earlier, so Ray could come in, because for a long time I was talking shit, like while he was frozen. I was like, hey, it's going to be a lit lucha summer, trust me. And no, it's could be sooner than that, but I guess it's almost summertime here. Right? We're getting there. So you got to say Phoenix for Mania. Yeah, I think he runs out, saves his brother. And then they like hug. Remember like when the Dudleys reunited, and it feels so good. Does our tribal chief interfere in the cage match tonight? You know what they say.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Guys, let's fucking play a banjo. Banjo's in the chat. Let's get into some light news. How about that? So, per Dana White via Phil Marks of Pro Wrestle Times, UFC TKO is investing 10 to 12 million into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu this year as well. So, for those of you who know, we've been covering on the show that here we lost the audio here. That they TKO sort of looks like they're taking a hit financially, but they're really not. What it is sorry here, we got a little jambled because we lost audio there. They're just investing. This is an investment year. They're making big boy moves, and shit's about to go crazy. Next year, their profits are going to be like 3,000% or some shit. Everyone's going to be like, holy fuck. It'll be good shit. So I don't think we even have any TNA news. We don't. So we have miscellaneous news. Very light news. The lightest of light news, some would say. So let's head over here to light news. Okay. Yeah, we keep losing connection to audio. StreamYard's being a little B-word today. Okay, here we go, guys. Sorry about that. Big botch show here today. Okay, one more banjo. Let's do it. Banjo's in the chat for fuck ups. You know what I'm saying? So Paul Roma has slammed John Cena for trying to become a Hollywood star when he does not have any proper acting skills. On the Power and Glory podcast, Roma opined, Power and Glory, is that not like the Mandy Rose podcast? I digress. He says, John Cena is a horrible actor. Horrible. I mean, The Rock puts him to shame. Compare the two. The Rock puts him to shame. Okay. Yeah, chat, you let me know. I don't know. I think The Rock is a better actor than Cena, and then Batista's better than the both of them. I think that's the pecking order there. I think we had this debate before. So, guys, check this out. Here's Paul Walter Hauser. So we've been covering him here. He's Stingray on Cobra Kai. He's getting into wrestling. We cover his tweets. He gets into arguments with Marks, not Phil Marks, but other Dusty Marks over on the X machine. He has gotten into arguments, or just like he's dissed Dave Meltzer and shit. He's also sent DMs, like story fucking book long DMs of him DMing Conan and shit and being like, guys, I'm really a wrestler, and like Bam Bam Bigelow, whatever. So he's a cool guy, but sometimes I just don't know what he's doing. Right? I don't really get it, or the point he's trying to prove. But someone Mandy Rose power and glory hole. Hey, oh, Jesus Christ. So Tripping Balls at This Is Wrestling tweets cackling, welcome to wrestling. And here is Paul Walter Hauser just cracking the back of his head. Now, this isn't like overly bad, and this is in Minecraft. This is Bobby Fish, by the way, this gremlin as well. Bobby Fish aged 20 years in 10 months. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck happened here. Right? Dude went fucking 50 going on 65 in just a matter of months. So I don't know what happened. Not to hate on him. I mean, it wasn't long ago he was still knocking dudes out in boxing matches and shit. But goddamn, man, Bobby Fish, I don't know what happened to this dude. And yeah, it's weird because I always liked him in the Undisputed Era more than Roderick, but it is what it is. So he's wrestling Walter Hauser. I think there's a guy dressed like Trump out here. Is that supposed to be Trump? And he's like, this is amazing. No. But watch Walter Hauser. He takes a back bump, doesn't know what he's doing, cracks the back of his head. He doesn't bleed or anything. It's nothing crazy like that. But you can tell he's like rocked out, and I'm going to play this for you. This is fucked. And yeah, man, cover the back of your head. Like even Shaquille O'Neal knew to do that. And also, yeah, I mean, you can't be doing this after you're sending fucking storybook pages of responses to Conan being like, oh, Bam Bam Bigelow and shit. Anyways, guys, watch this.
And Bobby Fish. Oh,
do you guys see that? And he instantly grabs the back of his head. Here, I'll back it up again. Watch this. This is at MLW.
And Bobby Fish. Oh, through the table. My God, Walter Hauser might be out.
He could have fucking paralyzed himself, and you can tell by the look on his face, he may have concussed himself. He was worried he split his head open. Do you guys see how he landed? Look where his butt is, and the whole rest of his body just missed the table entirely.
Oh, Hauser's got a glazed over look in his eyes. And Bobby Fish. Oh, through the table. My God, Walter Hauser might be.
Pass the padding, dude. That is brutality, man. Finish him. Jesus Christ. So huge congratulations to former AEW star Layla Hirsch, who tied the knot with girlfriend Jordan Haken on February 28th. So congrats to Layla Hirsch there. Left AEW, tied the knot. Congrats also to Indy Hartwell, who is a champion once more in Australia. And she says it feels just right. So she's, a fucking champ again in Australia, and impressive, Indy Hartwell. And there you go. She'll be all right. You always knew she would be. Speaking of all right, WrestleCon Las Vegas, around WrestleMania season, the big event, Leah Vandale, FKA Carmella, will be there, as well as Sonya Deville, a.k.a. Daria Ray, at WrestleCon Las Vegas at the big event. Anybody going to this in chat? Let me know. And Daria Ray, just going by her shoot name, I guess. So good for her. I don't know. Make that money. Round of applause for all of those. Those are all good news as championship, other than Walter Hauser, championships and all of these ladies in wrestling doing big shit. You know what I mean? Or at least like keeping their names out there, staying active, So round of applause for that, man. Okay, so chat, how we doing? I'm going to check in with chat again. And then, yeah, we're going to dive into some WWE news and that as this intense Raw is about to start. You see what's going on here. Her moonwalk sucks. Okay. Indy Shartwell, 5 mins. Hi, people. What I miss? Oh, just the funniest shit ever. No. You just missed me being incredibly tired today while going over a bunch of miscellaneous light news. You missed light news, right? And there wasn't much in there. So we're going to get into WWE news. I'm just getting Raw pulled up here, and so I can listen to the music. The da 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 starts in 4 minuten. Did Carmelo have more plastic surgery? What, the guy, or do you mean Carmella? Daria, what, her enemies will be Beavis and Butthead? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, Indy Hartwell has a good looking size, but she never really added up for her in WWE. Yeah, you know what else I love too? Where they put Alba Fire. Like, you guys know how much I love Isla Dawn. Like, I love her so much. It's and you know how much I love Isla Dawn with Alba Fire. And it's terrible Isla had to go, but fuck, man. The Slagents, I love that, dude. It works so well. And the 3 of them all, well, I have a thing in WWE News, you guys will see. The 3 of them all, like, this is sort of like a dream for them too, you know? So I'm excited for it. And Alba fits right in. Clearly they had a plan, you know? So let's get into some WWE news. So John Cena's dates here. He's not scheduled for tonight, but 1 week from tonight. So all of the Raws in March are going to be fucking popping. Make sure you're locked in here to PWT. Here is the one-of-a-kind exclusive Travis Scott WWE shirt. Wrestling is real. With the old WWE like entertainment logo, dude. I fucking love that. And then that shirt with the, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking buy one of those. I'm gonna use my own promo link too. What the fuck? That shirt is banging. So yeah, cop one of those or don't, because I want to be the only WWE's exclusive deal with LA Arena debunked. And then tag Sean Ross Sapp. So Carrier's like, do you guys want to see me debunk Sapp? And everyone's like, not really, no. Everyone's like,
exactly, no pop.
We don't care, bro. But fucking yeah. So let's read what Ringside News had to say. They debunked this shit, I guess. So let's see. It was previously reported by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select. AEW had to nix incorporating the LA Lakers colors in the Full Gear 2023 event logo. Yeah, which isn't true because they incorporated the Lakers colors in their newest event logo. In that report, it was noted that Crypto.com Arena had previously been exclusive to WWE. However, when they ran the Intuit Dome for the Raw Netflix premiere, AEW was able to book the home of the Lakers. Yeah, exactly. Sapp completely missed on this one because yeah, the AEW is using the Laker colors. That's literally Tony Khan was asked, like, why'd you switch the color scheme? And they're like, oh, well, the Lakers, you know. However, when they ran the Intuit, after Ringside News ran the article based on Fightful's report, we received an email from the Crypto.com Arena. That message made it clear that WWE had an exclusive deal with WWE. Oh, they never had an exclusive deal. That message made it clear that WWE never had an exclusive deal with WWE. Huh? Is someone drunk over there? Fuck, like, Jesus Christ. Nobody can write. Why can none of these dirt sheet writers write? For fuck's sakes. For the record, I'm not reading that. They're looking forward to hosting AEW, blah, blah, blah. He just wanted to own Sapp, so. And then he just owned himself because he can't even fucking write a sentence properly. Okay, we sharing the right thing there? Okay. So, yeah, moving along here. Here's Stephanie Vacquer at the Rangers game, New York Rangers game. And after she did an interview on Mike, they scored 2 fucking goals. And I'm telling you, bro, she's got that energy. You know, there's something about this woman right here. So how it started, how it's going. So this is what I was talking about right here. Chelsea Green, Alba Fire, Piper Niven standing side by side in Stardom. And then look at them here in the Slagency or whatever the fuck they're calling it. I love it. So a new era of WWE officially begins as Raw on Netflix starts for us in the Americas. All of WWE is live in India starting April 1 upwards. Get ready for literally like 9 million watching worldwide and shit. And Meltzer's head to fucking explode. I can't wait.
Namaste, India. This is the King of Kings, the game, Triple H. Are you ready? Starting on April 1st, WWE has a brand new home in India.
Dave's going to think people are fucking April Fool's joking him, bro. April Fool's pranking him when he sees these numbers.
This means Raw, SmackDown, NXT, every premium live event from the Royal Rumble to SummerSlam, and all of it leads to the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
For the first time in history.
So, India, I'll ask you one more time. Are you ready?
They're giving India a month to get ready, too. Think about what that fucking WrestleMania number is going to be. Over 10 mil, chat. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I should do like I should set like a fucking super chat goal or something. You guys tempt me to do both nights. We'll discuss it. We'll figure it out. Let me mull that over. But it's like, should I do both nights of Mania with you guys? I need to be tempted. Okay. Seth Rollins making his way in the arena. And then Punk, huge pops. Oh, Travis Scott music playing. It's a vibe on a Monday night. So Ethan Page was here with Oba Femi and Stephanie. It's good shit, pal. Speaking of New York, here we go. Here's Jey Uso coming through the crowd. Huge pop. Y'all hear that pop? So here's the new official John Cena merchandise. Either this is a troll or they legit just are reprinting. Yeah, see, that's the new WWE logo. So they're just like reprinting his old shit, more or less. And I'm so down because it's going to sell and he doesn't have to shill it. However, what he is going to shill is this merchandise. John Cena follows PWT confirmed, but WWE also listening to PWT confirmed. Look, dude, they have specific shirts for Brussels. They're going to have them for each city still. So I said it too. I was like, man, the heelest thing he could do is just remain the same. And what would the corporate shill do? What would corporate Cena do? How does he get the most heat? Oh, wear a suit and do what every other corporate guy? No. It's him being Cena, the most corporate stooge ever, with the Fruity Pebbles gear on, shilling the toys and his fake smile and all that, and merch in each specific city because they'll eat it up. They'll buy it up. Regardless, that's how you get the heat on him, and he's doing that. So he's just going to keep going every town, selling. Everyone's going to buy this shit. And they're going to love to boo him. And he's just going to be this guy. But he's just going to be intense. And he's going to cheat to win and that sort of stuff. And he's not going to, like, hide it anymore. But he's going to be the same guy. I could even see him doing, like, Make-A-Wishes. And we're all like, what the fuck? Boo this man. He's evil. This is sociopathic. That's how they got to build him up. Sort of like what they're doing with The Rock. The Rock's like this sociopath guy, right? So I'm down with it, man. Speaking of down with it, I maintain Bianca Belair as a heel. She posted this to the ones who still think I had something to do with it. Some of the hardest ish I've ever had to go through. When does Bianca ever do this, though? Flipping shit off. She is going heel as fuck. Andrew Cringe Lord Schultz in the crowd. I mean, listen, he's a fucking name. He has a special on Netflix. But Andrew Schultz is one of these goofballs who was like, guys, my special is, man, he was like, it's for a limited time. You know, like I'm canceled everywhere. They won't air it anywhere. All the networks turned it down, blah, blah, blah. And then he fucking uploaded it to his website. And then like a month later, he uploaded it to YouTube with ads. Now, like, I'm not against motherfuckers doing ads, but in the middle of his stand-up, he filmed ads to where he's like, he turns to the camera and it isn't live. He did this in post, like on a fucking green screen. And he's like pretending he's on the stage on a microphone. Hey guys, check out Blue Chew and shit. It's one of the cringest things I've ever seen. I'm sorry I'm butchering the explanation of it. But yeah, Grayson Waller's making his way out, and let's see if Waller and Theory split up. But not hating on it, right? Schultz is a guy, you know. He's famous now, I guess, so it's good he's there, but showing support and everything. And he had Cody Rhodes on his podcast, did huge numbers for him. Damn, and then Waller just steals a fucking yeet sign, rips it up while Theory's yeeting in the camera. And he's dead ass yeeting, though. You guys got to understand this. He was yeeting with the crowd like he actually likes Jay. And it's trippy because they do some of this shit during the commercials, but he was explaining like, no, Jay's like cool, you know? Anyways, though, let's look at Bianca. So Travis Scott had this to say about Bully Ray on Instagram. Travis Scott said, I'd slap the shit out of Bully like I slapped Cody. Damn, dude. Are we going to have to get the fucking
I don't
tables?
know.
We're going to have to get the tables? Yo, Julia Gulia, we need the Dudley's bomb drop. Beep. Damn, damn. You know what I'm saying? Jay Uso says the Bloodline and Roman Reigns came up with a new term for wrestling. Top guy speed. Hell yeah, dude. They came up with a new term. Nah, dude, it's not slow paced. It's not rest holds. They're just resting. Slow paced wrestling. It's not fast paced. I like to watch actual wrestling, Brian. Top guy speed, bro. That's the fucking half glass full shit I like, dude. That's the way to look at it.
Oh man, like I'm learning too. That's a different kind
fucking moneymaker speed, dude.
Speed in there. And I think we kind of came up with that term like recently. Man, we call it top guy speed, dudes. Yeah, that's a term in there, and I feel like that's a new term. And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Roman's the first one that told me that hurt when we was working during pandemic era, and that stuck with me.
So what?
I'm sure Michael Hayes said that shit or something before, you know. I'm sure Paul Heyman said it to him or something.
What does top guy speed entail though? Like what is it? What does it mean to you mentally to be on that level? What do you have to think like?
Instead of moving to the next thing, right? Probably just lay there for a little minute until the crowd. This is awesome, you know. A lot of homies would want to move. Now while they're moving, people are chanting, "This is awesome," but you're moving and shit. I'll sit there. I'll lay there. Let the crowd go. Once they come down, then we go. But you got to be disciplined to sit still. It's hard.
That's how you become. Jay's the most over guy in the company, you could argue, right now. And that's how you do that. And he's learning from Roman. Was a tag guy. AEW wrestlers. Listen to this, man. Osprey, Fletcher. All you guys doing your thing. I know it's great to do it from time to time, man. Save it, though. Let it mean something, man. Look at what Jay's he's locked in. I love this so much.
To sit still because you want to get up, do the next thing. I'll be like, wait, you know, boom. Once they come down, now we get up. On to the next. Boom, do it again. This is awesome. Do it again. Unless now we're just stepping on shit. You know what I'm saying?
Now we're just stepping on shit. Tony Khan, Big Boom AJ. You had him. Crowd's erupting. Then you start stepping on shit. Sending out fucking Lance Archer and Adam Devine out there. Okay. Surprised fucking Anna Kendrick didn't show up and you guys sing me a love ballad or some shit.
But you I learned that you got to do it in there. You're not going to learn it nowhere else.
That makes so much sense about Roman because
fuck psychology. That's all it is. Here's Bianca Belair talking about the state of women's wrestling currently. Love this, and she is absolutely right. She's here with Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp.
How would you describe the state of women's wrestling today?
Women's wrestling, we are at the top of our game, right? We've had so many women that have come before us that have been trailblazers. They have laid the foundation so that we've been able to walk in to do what we're doing right now. We are main eventing WrestleManias. We are main eventing Raws, SmackDowns. We're still in the show. And, you know, people have asked so many times, what more do women need to do? We don't need to do anything more. We just need those opportunities.
Amen.
And we're getting those opportunities now. And we're showing up and we're showing out and we're still in the show. And now you have amazing storylines going to WrestleMania where people are talking about the women. And we are putting on amazing matches. And it's not just women are, you know, oh, that was a great match for a woman. No, that's just a great match. And people are winning.
I've been saying that shit forever, too. It's like, especially in NXT, bro. You look at the next generation, and the women's roster is way better than the dudes. Other than like, there's some vets. Obviously, Sean Spears is just light years ahead of everyone down there. He's really just down there to help train all these kids, you know. But yeah, some of the women are just fucking light years ahead of the dudes, of a lot of the dudes down there, you know.
These matches from us.
Shannon, before you jump in,
how would you just?
Yeah, hell yeah. All that Triple H is sexist. Oh, he's sexualist, bro. Oh, the women's locker room's in turmoil. They're all just like, nah, we're cool. Our last bit of WWE news, Tyler Breeze says, I'm not done wrestling. My career is very much alive. Ladies and gentlemen, that was WWE news. So Waller's throwing down with Uso still. Coming back from commercial right now. It's just Uso getting worked over. Theory getting a little bit involved, healing on Jay a little bit more than I thought he would. But is what it is, man. So we're going to check in with some, I got a segment teed up for us here right away. I'm just going to like stay locked in with Waller and Jay here for a minute. And then we'll switch over to a segment I got pulled up here on the other side. Yeah, Theory's landing some big kicks to his head, you know? Going pretty stiff before Mania, brother. Slow it down. Yeah, we got a while, like over a month until Mania. AEW has another pay-per-view before WrestleMania. Did you guys know that? There's another pay-per-view, I think Dynasty in Philly. Before Mania, they have another 2 before they can even get Mania off over here in WWE. Like, I would just give it a break if I was Tony Khan. This is when, if I was Tony Khan, this is when WrestleMania season, I'd be doing my European tour. I'd be in Europe and Australia and all over the world doing tours and giving people shows who can't like travel across the world to watch WrestleMania, but they want to see, you know, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be investing in that. Tony's such a fucking, I'm going to run Philly, right, and have a Raw outdraw my pay-per-view or SmackDown or whatever. Kick out by Jay. Yeah, Waller is so good. He's such a good fucking heel, and he doesn't care. Like, I was just watching a clip today of Becky Lynch and Kevin Owens versus Waller and someone else in a mixed match, and like Waller, he doesn't give a shit. He eats the stunner from KO, and then he eats the manhandle slam from Becky, and then he takes the fucking pin, and he never has boo-boo face. He's always just healing. He always does his job. He doesn't take this shit for granted. He's the man. He's like their glorified jobber. He's a guy that if Waller worked his way up and won an IC title, it wouldn't shock anyone if he eventually pulled it off. He'd have to start getting wins and shit, but he just makes everyone look good. He's a credible threat. And he just will do a job, you know? He's just money. Waller's fucking money is what it is. Everett Todd says AEW is terrible on messaging and promotion. Yeah, absolutely. Think about what I just said. Mania season. Oh, yeah. See, I was so wrong. Theory's just going hard on Jay. See, I get worked, bro. I'm pulling a Meltzer here. The kayfabe. I'm believing the kayfabe now. It's not a work. It's a shoot. That just shows you how good like Theory and Waller are. Because that's not even a heel turn. That was like no, man, I swear. Like, I really do like you and shit, dude. I don't even know what's up with Waller, why he's being a hater. And then now it's like, nope. Like, you guys heard that reaction, the boos? That's like actual heat because fucking Theory was capping for a week there, too. Nice spear. Fuck, Theory, too, man. He just sells his ass off. He's so good. But yeah, that thing I said, man, think about what I said. Europe during WrestleMania season. Who the fuck is Gunther? Guten Tag. Sneak German. Over the next 40 nights. Fuck, man. 40 days and 40 nights. Until Mania. What are we going to do, Chad, until then? Oh, Chad, I want to let you guys know, too. Members only show this upcoming week here sometime. So either tomorrow, Macaulay Culkin, I believe, is sitting behind the color commentators. Yeah, that is Macaulay Culkin sitting behind Pat McAfee there, if you guys don't notice that there. Huge wrestling fan. The Mac attack. But yeah, members only show either tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. Just one of the days I don't normally stream, so just stay on the lookout for that as well. And it's just AMA, and then maybe we'll EFAP something, just depending what's out there. So let's take a dive, everybody, all together now. Give an ooh-ah-ah-ah for our sicko segment. So this guy here, AEW Cero Miedo, says, so this year's WWE NXT Battleground PLE will take place on Sunday, May 25, Memorial Day weekend, which funnily enough happens to be on the exact same day as AEW Double or Nothing. WWE has proven time and time again that they will do anything they can to try and counter-program AEW. This is so sad to see, especially considering how big the WWE are. There's no need to do this unless they truly do see Tony Khan. Alternative promotion is competition. I'm wondering. And then this guy's like, Tony literally puts an ROH pay-per-view on the same time as the Hall of Fame ceremony every goddamn year. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Boom, roasted. This guy goes, I don't get hologram. Now, here's the thing. I like hologram. You guys know I put hologram over. But I'm saying what? It gets 28,000 impressions, 300 likes just for me saying what? Just because I just thought it was funny. Like, listen to this explanation. This isn't an explanation of what hologram is. This isn't how you sell hologram. Brother, it's very simple, man. He goes out there, he delivers banger after banger, bro. He blows our minds with an insane moveset, and we are all happy after it. Great feeling. Or as Tony Khan would say, it's great. I just don't know what these guys are talking about. Powerful King JJ goes crazy outtakes from the usual suspects bashing Stephanie Vacker for her WWE CMLL comparisons. So Fightful says Stephanie Vacker, WWE is a teamwork in CMLL. Nobody helps you. You're alone. And of course, Tony Khan is in a partnership with CMLL. And so this guy's like LMFAO and no-name Mexican Fed catching strays. Well, I don't know. That's, yeah. I want to say they're no name. Fed pilled in mid anyway. I bet she's lying. Yeah, I don't know. The first one's kind of like making fun of not even Steph, like what she's talking about, you know? So I tagged Neckbeards. I was like, Neckbeards, I thought you were a fucking wacko. Or I thought you were the sicko. So Neckbeards posted something, and then this was, I had to screen grab it because this was what somebody did like immediately under his thing. They posted this many times, maybe even more times. So they're like, I love it when wrestling virgins bully each other over what show they watch, then get angry when I school them on how minor league the whole fake sport is. It's like, bro, who are you? He goes, why do you watch grown men in tights play fight over fake championships? All wrestling championships are fake. Why do you watch grown men in tights play fight over fake championships? This is all under one post, man. Responding to himself or something. You virgins need a life. Wrestling is a virgin sport. Meanwhile, this guy's doing this. No wrestling fucking mark that I know that I would hang out with is this much of a sicko, dude. You virgins are the biggest suck-ups in the history of mankind. Okay, what does that even mean? I swear wrestling fans make the Star Wars community look normal. Yeah, we do. What about it, bro? This dude's mad as fuck, salty as shit. You know it's an AEW fan just like trying to prove a point, thinking like, oh, I'll just like make a point here somehow. So this guy calls Raj Giri a clown, and then Raj says, I know you love to see women bloody and beaten, but I find it sick. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Tony was all bloodied up, and people were like, I'm repulsed by this. And you got to accept that if that's what you're willing to do. You know, you have to accept, like, you know, that... Sorry, Penta's on screen, so you get locked in, you know? You have to accept, though, that if you're going to do shit like that or staple guns or whatever, people are going to be turned off, glass and all that shit. So here's our last one for sickos. She's Lee Daly says, Sean Ross Sapp doesn't remember the encounter where he was rude to me on Twitter for no reason when I had less than 300 followers. Now that I'm big enough to defend myself, he's the victim. We don't dislike you because of your wrestling options, Sean. You are just a jerk to everyone. I think they meant opinions. But Sean's like, I've said this before, but I promise I'm moving towards not addressing these people. Well, clearly not, but I'm ending on this one. I didn't take the day off because I was sad over Jamie Hayter. Okay, maybe that's what this guy was poking at him about. So I don't know. Again, we don't have context, but he's like, I took the day off because I was dealing with a serious medical concern and was worried I'd die. You worthless, heartless twerp. Oh, my God. Skimming through the rest of this one's chat. But hey, let's see about how I mistreated this person. Well, there was no tweets from me to them before 2023, so he's got a whole log here. I don't do coke. I didn't tweet about someone's thigh, and I don't care what you like or dislike about wrestling as long as you're not rude about it. Okay. Stop obsessing over me. Meanwhile, you have to say that I know I've said this, but I promise I'm going to get off the crack. I promise I'm not going to address these people. Stop obsessing. Whatever. I don't even care. This is stupid. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our sicko segment. Jesus Christ. Hope Sap's doing good, though, for real. If he is unhealthy, that's not good, you know? Not wishing that on anybody. Yeah, so you guys see that card there? Okay, continuing along. Is Raw back yet or what? See, the sickos are better when they're just nice and quick and short like that, you know? So Otis and Tozawa are like Jay's dudes. He's going to elevate them somehow, hopefully. Um, 85 likes, you know, there's well over 200 watching across both channels. I think on X as well, we're at like 300. So joining me on the show, ladies and gentlemen, is my favorite musician, Chris Jericho.
I look and see it's not just me. So many others have stood where I stand. We are the young, so raise your hand. They call us problem child. We spent our lives on trial. We walk an endless mile. We are the youth gone wild. We stand and we won't fall. We're one and one for all. The writing's on the wall. We are the youth gone wild. Let me get wild. Yay!
Shout out Alt Jake, who's been a member for 1 month. Appreciate you. And you can all blame him for Jericho popping up, for not encouraging to get those likes up. Ooh, Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness. You mother, get up. So Logan Paul just ripped this goober shirt off, who's clearly a plant. Let's be honest here. Monkey Balls for 5 says SRS gives the vibes of okay, because what you're saying here is nuance is actually funny. Okay, SRS gives the vibes of my mom is dead when you make a your mama joke, like your mom is this, oh my mom's dead, and everyone's like, oh shit. That's what you're saying there. Yeah. Because, dude, he'll take that shit the wrong way, you know, because people went after him about a dead relative before, which is not cool either. That's fucked up to do. Like, I don't care if you don't like him or not. You know, like 2 wrongs don't make a right. Eye for an eye, all that bullshit. Again, we talked about this the other day. It's why you play telephone when you're a kid. You learn that shit when you're a kid because, you know, 2 wrongs don't make a right. You learn that when you're a fucking baby because it's really important, you know. But they're booing Logan Paul like he's the new Dom here. Dude, I had no idea you'd boo me like this. Dude, I'm Logan Paul, bro. That fan is pissed now. That's his friend. That's fucking Eddie Paul. That's their cousin. It's Johnny Paul over there, dude. Trauma says, well, you can't be out here in these streets talking about people and stuff. We can't talk about you and yours. Yeah, no, that's just it, though. Like, he welcomes the shit, you know? And that's why Sickos, I was like, this is going too far. I got to make them funny and, like, topical, and when they're about the fools. So, like, you know, The fools, we gotta keep eyes on them. They're mostly just dirt sheet writers, so they're prominent figures who want to be out there. They're like, look at me, here's my news. Aren't I great? Aren't I right? Okay, well, we'll find out, right? Because I say this, I go, I'm an asshole and I'm funny, right? You chat, you tell me. I'm a dick. I'm sure y'all agree. And I might be funny. I don't know. My wife thinks I am. I don't know about you guys, but you guys can pull my funny or asshole card any day and I'll deliver, you know? But as far as the I'm right and got the scoop card, I don't know, man. These guys aren't living up to it as of late in 2025. You guys know what I mean? We got to keep eyes on that shit. But no, I didn't read that, though. I didn't know that guy was going to go hard on Sappy either. I don't even like getting into all that personal shit. Bro, I'm a celebrity. You know who I met? Aubrey. There's this clip of Red Bar Radio talking about Logan Paul when he met Drake. And he's like, dude, you know who I met? Aubrey. Oh, he's calling out Andrew Schultz. Because they're buddies, man. Schultz just washes his balls when Logan Paul goes on his podcast. Is this during commercial? Schultz is going to say some shit, get everybody canceled here.
I came out to MSG tonight for the reason we're all here to see the steel cage match. That's why I came out. CM Punk and Seth Rollins. That's why I came out to see.
Yeah, see, this is all good. If Schultz is a WWE fan, I'm all for it. I don't care how cringy he is.
Nobody's here to see you. You are not in Cleveland, Ohio, buddy. This is New York City.
Oh, shit, he's cutting a promo. Let's go.
A real arena, and we like real wrestlers. I know who I want to see. I want to see AJ Styles. That's who I want to see.
Hell yeah. Shout out AJ Styles. No, guys, here's the thing. But here, Schultz is sitting with like some execs and shit. Flagrant is fucking, that show's terrible, man. Him and Akash just like fake overly laughing. But it's awesome, like Schultz is getting his ass beat. See, this isn't a dude who's like a lifelong wrestling fan. It was the Mania where the Undertaker and everything came out that made Schultz be like, holy fuck. Like, this wrestling shit is amazing, right? So it's cool that he's like out there selling his ass off and he gets it, you know? That's really cool to see, actually. Like, he's really selling his ass off, and that's what you have to do. And how good is like Styles and Paul gonna cook at? How good is that gonna cook at Mania? That's gonna be fucking amazing. Yeah, Schultz is loving this. He just won cool points in my eyes. Here we go. Hit him with a Styles Clash, bro. One more time. Boo, AJ. I had no idea. He hit me. Look, that guy's another shirt. Fox is Big Mike's little brother. It's Mini Mike. Yeah. So AJ's like, you don't run from opportunities. Powdering like the crypto zoo profits. Yeah, bud. Yeah, that's cool, man. Schultz kind of gets it too, so it's That's all you can ask for. Like if you're a celebrity and they're gonna get you involved, just don't make everyone look fucking stupid, you know? AJ's telling him to go up to the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fanatics Fest.
Someone send this clip to Red Bar. That was lame. Yeah, I get how some people could see it be lame, but they're just doing the celebrity thing with AJ. Like, AJ's done. He's got like 2 Manias left in him, and then 1 All In, and then he's done. He's cooked.
It's pretty wild. Logan's Paul getting booed out of this place by 20,000. Yeah, since he walked out of here, he started getting booed, and then as he walked out of here, he was still booed. I think it might have been a world record for the length of booing Logan Paul in this special individual.
Yeah, the Culkins are sitting behind. They got to show them, dude. Okay, so Schultz has been a fan. He talks about Attitude Era stuff. Yeah, okay, so maybe he was a fan when he was younger, lapsed fan, got back into it, because I just remember him telling Cody Rhodes, like, he didn't fully understand, the magnitude of it. But no, he just gets hate for, like, being cringy on pods, bro. Like, I don't know. Him and Akash just sit there and fake laugh. Whatever. This isn't the Andrew Schultz show. Fuck all that. Let's do an Ichi ni san da for AEW news. So AEW Revolution went down. We don't have a lot here, but Vince Russo, Barrow, and Ric Flair were going at it a little bit. And Russo had something to say about Flair. And Flair responded and said, "Please, the Vince Russo, I thought we agreed that you wouldn't use my name to get a rating. I work for my great friend and employer, Tony Khan, who allows me to do things with my daughter and understands the importance of me being in attendance at events like the Hall of Fame." So Tony still has Ric Flair employed. Do you guys get this shit? Like, he's still employing Ric Flair this whole fucking time. And we just thought he was gone from AEW again. No, they're just like, no, we don't want to do Woo Energy. But Tony's got Rita Chatterton and fucking Ric Flair on contracts. And he's like, you can just go do WWE shit anyways. Pretty wild what he'll do. Just to, like, have these people. He thinks he's, like, buying friends and shit. It's so that he can just tell himself, like, I hired them. I booked Flair and Sting. I booked them. Triller TV. So here's Harley Cameron selling AEW Revolution on Triller TV. That was crashing, mind you, during the pay-per-view. Meanwhile, they just ran the big ads and busted out the Amazon after fucking months of pushing this bullshit-ass Max deal. So Harley Cameron's here to make it all better, but it really doesn't make any sense. And they fucked up, man. This is all confusing as shit.
AEW fans, guess what? It's all elite savings time. Yeah, that's right. Get the Revolution and Dynasty bundle plus Revolution 2024 for free on Triller TV. Order today. Order today. AEW fans, guess what?
She should just have like a variety show on YouTube. She'd get way more famous than doing this for AEW. So Arg matey, more pirates on X than all of Somalia. Look at these fucking sickos are streaming 18.5K, almost 20,000 people were watching on these guys' streams. Didn't buy the fucking pay-per-view, man.
Stupid idiot.
And it just goes to show you what I said. Further proof. I tried to tell everyone this like 2 years ago on the show. Yo, these sickos are pirating this shit more than they're fucking even, I promise the most loud vocal motherfuckers online. I promise those sickos are never buying pay-per-view.
You fucked up. You fucked up. You
And I mean, everybody jumps on the pirate ship from time to time. It's 2025. I mean, you know, sometimes there's boxing fights or whatever too. You're like, I don't fucking know. I just gotta get here, Link, you know? So I get it, man. I'm not condemning anyone who does that, but God damn it, dude. Almost, what's 18,500 times 50? Chat. Someone do the math. What's 18,500 times $50? You know, they're just missing out on that. People, and like, they don't care. Those are probably the most diehard sickos who will be like, I swear I love Omega. So the New Day are made their way to the ring and they're getting booed. They're just cutting their typical heel promo. Speaking of a heel promo, this lady here at AEW Revolution, they go to her. They have all these celebrities in the crowd. They're all like C-list celebrities and they're all just fucking excited to be there. And that's when this lady here has this to say, live on the mic to the whole crowd on the air, to 18,500 watching illegally, and I don't know, Meltzer's like 145,000 pay-per-view buys. Not even close to that. Less than 100,000. But yeah, anyways, let's hear what this lady from Queen of the Ring had to say.
One thing I learned about
This is Karma as well. And no, not Karma the wrestler. Awesome Kong. This is Karma as in the way they fucked around Camille. And then they go to one of the actors from this movie and it just backfires in their face. That's the karma.
one thing I learned about pro wrestlers. Y'all know you're gonna win before anybody else does. So thank you for teaching me that. One thing I learned
Jesus.
about pro wrestlers. Y'all know you're gonna win before anybody else does. So thank you for teaching me that.
Someone cue the NOS, dude. Hip hop been dead, it's over. Hip hop just died this morning. It's dead. It's dead. You know, like what the hell, dude? Craziness. I'm glad you guys taught me that. It's like, well, no one taught you kayfabe. What the fuck? So check this out, man. Even Grok is cooking AEW. AI's cooking AEW, bro. It's how you know it's bad. Jason G from the SAT said, word on the streets, Cope and Mox are stinking it up. Surprised? You shouldn't be. And then someone said, at Grok, is this true? And Grok says, Cope and Mox didn't deliver at AEW Revolution. Christian's cash-in flopped, and Swerve stole the spotlight by taking out Moxley too close to close the show. The streets are right. Main event was a letdown on an otherwise solid card. Holy shit. That's crazy. And then Meltzer said, what's like dying? The X thread following Lifer WWE's post shows strong dissatisfaction with the match. Multiple users described the match as ass, bad, absurd, and the worst match in the history of AEW. Comments like stinking it up, flat as fuck finish, wrong result, and stupid finish indicate disappointment with both the match quality and its conclusion. Crazy, man. We're teaching AI, dude. Even AI knows how wrestling works. Big Boom AJ says he and Big Justice and the Rizzler are officially under AEW contracts, along with Rita Chatterton. And yeah, Freddie Roach in the crowd. Hall of Fame boxing trainer, trained Manny Pacquiao. And yeah, he's with the King, Callum Walsh. And yeah, UFC, they're putting UFC, but this is boxers, so I don't know. Freddie Roach has worked with some MMA guys, but either way. Yes, dude, so Big Boom, AJ, Rita Chatterton, they got a whole, like, what's that No Mercy mod with all the random fucking people? All the celebrities and shit, they got that whole roster going on. So according to Cultaholic, there were audible groans backstage following Queen of the Ring actress's comments at AEW Revolution. So she said it, and Tony Khan was like, oh, she's right. No, but everyone was like, oh, fuck. Did she just say that? Terrible. Monet and Watanabe both may have suffered injuries at AEW Revolution. It is unfortunate, and hopefully neither Rollins nor Punk get an injury in this cage tonight. Swerve Strickland says he suffered a minor injury at AEW Revolution, so that's 3 injuries right there. Camille defends Damaris Lewis after backlash over controversial AEW Revolution comments. So Camille actually backed her up, the only professional. Everyone else groaned. Oba Femi in the crowd. But Camille took to Instagram and said, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, oh my gosh, how could this actress say that wrestling is fake? What in the world is going on? I looked and it was my girlfriend Damaris, and I was thinking, why would she say something like that? I did press with her. I was on the film with her, and she has so much respect for wrestling. So I looked into it and saw the video. Guys, that's not what she meant. I did press with her, and a lot of the questions she was asked were, what's your biggest takeaway from this film? One thing she really reinforced, something she heard from a lot of wrestlers, is that they already know they're going to win. She's not talking about who's going to win a match. If you notice, she doesn't say y'all already know who's going to win. She says y'all already know you're going to win. What she meant by that is that we are determined. We know we are winners. We know we are going to make it no matter what. We have it in our minds, predetermined, that we are going to get where we want to go, do what we want to do, and achieve our dreams. I mean, okay, right? Kind of copish, but she misspoke. All right. Oh, come on. Now, it's not very fair. She misspoke. That's all. So someone made a list, right, of all the former WWE talent on the Revolution card. Maximum Male Models, Undisputed Kingdom, Johnny TV, Ty Valkyrie, Mercedes Moné, Swerve Strickland, Ricochet, Hurt Syndicate, Tony Storm, John Moxley, Christian Cage, Adam Copeland. And then fucking Taya goes, hello, Taya Valkyrie here. If you think that the 10 months I spent working there are a representation of my career or only associate me with the Fed, darling, you don't know shit about me. Okay, you're Taya, I love you to death, but you're the only one that could be questioned on that list. Everyone else had a substantial run there. Big Boom, AJ, and Swerve are in talks to work on music together. So I'm willing to bet $50 that he just Swerve remixes the "We Bring the Boom" and just lays a verse on that shit. Report: Elektra Lopez backstage at AEW Revolution. Of course, Tony Khan's gonna bring his ass in. I'll stick her with Commander, the Lucha Stars. And here's John Moxley, the fucking schlub here, just botching his own fucking move. Maybe it's on Copeland, but look at this shit. This match fucking sucked. Yeah, that match was really bad. Ladies and gentlemen, that give you a give you an Ichi Nissan. And you know what they say, sometimes in life
you gotta be a hoe.
Back over here, we got the Boo Day versus LWO here. Miss October 30 for 5 says, do you think Rey Mysterio is nearing the end of his career? I think so. Yeah, definitely, in some form or fashion. But he's also gotten some big wins. I think he's still got some time left. So nearing the end is in like the next 3 to 5 years. Yeah, he'll be done. He'll be like fully part-time in the next like 3 years, probably, you know? And it'll probably be people telling him like, bro, slow down. You don't have to do this anymore, you know? But I love Rey Mysterio so much, and him with Dragon Lee is awesome. It's crazy, though. Dragon Lee was like the next guy, man. And then you got Penta and possibly Rey Fenix come in and sort of steal that thunder. But I can't wait till we get like Lucha Bros versus Dragon Lee and Rey. I like Dragon Lee and Rey. That should always be the team. And then you got the other LWO-ites. Oba Femi's right there talking shit to Xavier. Hell yeah, they got that drip on right now, dude. Thank you, Miss October. We want tables. 5, yeah. Just turned 50, probably a good bet. Yeah, exactly. So we still got some Dusty Dave to get to tonight, but I blazed through everything else so we could just enjoy some Raw. I really just want to lock in for the cage match tonight, chat. You know, I just really want to hang out and watch it with you guys. 96 likes. Okay, running in on the show, Hot Tag, joining us on the show. No, but seriously, get those likes to 100 on the Clip channel. This match is going to go crazy because of the cage match later tonight. Yeah, it can't go crazy. Exactly. Pacing, telling a story, giving moments. They're brawling a bunch outside the ring. Why? Because the cage match is going to be all in the ring. That sort of thing. I am the walrus. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Okay, commercial break. I'll call the action. Phil Marks here, live with Wrestling on a Monday night here on PWT. The crowd's chanting New Day sucks as they work over the luchadors on the outside. And Xavier Woods just hurling Rey Mysterio into the barricade. My God. Kofi Kingston now tossing Dragon Lee on top of the announce table. And he's going at Pat McAfee. That should be a disqualification. Ref, McAfee's... No. If I was heel, if I was Ventura, I'd be like, well, why don't you tell me why he's not disqualified? No. Don't you dare, I demand, Sherry. Yes. Over 100 now because we hate Jericho. We try to fucking hated him more, bro. No. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It really helps the algorithm a lot, a whole lot, a lot. Especially on a quiet old Monday like this. Okay, so Xavier Woods has Dragon Lee up, walking him around the ring, British Bulldog style, in a suplex, just letting the blood rush to his head. And the big impact from the suplex, 1, 2, and actually an early kick out, barely even a 2 count from Dragon Lee. I don't even think his hand hit the mat the second time.
What's the problem? What happened? What's the problem? Why are you gonna be like this? This is not how it's going.
And Kofi Kingston's on the outside of the ring just talking shit to McAfee. We have Woods doing the Ric Flair strut and just hitting a pose. I think he's just trying to milk till the commercial till they come back from commercial. So last week they got rid of the back in 3 minutes. This week it's back again. So I can see like back in 10, 9, 8. But last week on Raw, they removed that on Netflix for whatever reason. And this is Tornado Tag Rules, chat, so...
Full chaos, bro. You could say it's the new day has caused full chaos as they throw Rey Mysterio outside like he's a garbage thing. Yeah, this new day, they turned into a bunch of jerks. And it's not understanding. They're immensely talented.
Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Double superplex. Rip your drink out of your hand, pour it all over you now. Embarrass me in front of my friends here from New York.
I saw a clip of fucking Bruno Mars playing Smells Like Teen Spirit, but singing Billie Jean over it. Singing Billie Jean to the music of Teen Spirit. It was insane. Okay, so Kofi's hung up here. Let's see what happens.
All four dudes are in the fight at all times. Dragon Lee. Blocking the shot from the taper. Now Rey Mysterio heads up to the top rope.
Oh shit, Ray. Springboard. Rope to rope Rana, the double stomp. Kofi kicks out. That was pretty crazy. What I'm getting at is we should all like do some shrooms and listen to the Beatles. It's a great record. It's a great record. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Yo, did you guys see Dragon Lee the Rana? Fucking Xavier flips through the table, like shoulder checks it. It kind of snaps. He flies backwards through the table. They're advertising LFG Rivals and Greatest Moments on the bottom. Man, the Triple H HBK Rivals, go and watch it. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, those Rivals, I already know. Trust me, the HBK Triple H one, they get like real personal and say a bunch of shit that you've never really heard either of them say. One of the girls from LFG is literally sitting in the front row as well, next to green shirt guy. See, like, this is what I mean. Ray's 50. He's still hitting it. Like, he can just go still. Lighter weight, less impact on the body and shit. Oh, he gets the knees up, roll up. Oh, Dragon Lee saves it. Crazy. Crazy. Dragon Lee going for the dive. Oh my God, craziness. Who is this? Who the hell is this? Who wears shoes like that? Oh, it's Gable. No shit. It's Gable in his lucha mask. Now, see, so Husey was right. All you assholes were like mad at him. Oh, never bring this guy on the fucking show.
Allegedly.
What did he say? He's like, bro, don't be shocked if he just comes back wearing a fucking lucha mask, because the rumor is he went to go get hair plugs. He's like, and that could be it. Now, that seems ludicrous, but it's like, why else would this even make sense? You know, a lucha mask also, it's not like he trained with a luchador down there. A lucha mask gives him it's Michael Jordan's secret stuff. It's just like water in a water bottle. You guys know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like, oh yeah, hair plugs and shit, but like, it's not that outlandish of a thing to think about now. And we just saw it. It's like, and it's like an American lucha mask. It's so stupid. Why else would they do this? It doesn't even really make sense, you know? That's the thing. Boom. They get the win over Ray. Yeah, as they should. The Bude needs that win. That was cool, though. That was a good-ass run-in from Gable. That was awesome. So I legit was like, who is that? But he, like, botched the Hurricane Rana, so obviously he's not that. It's Mr. He's going to come back with Hulk Hogan as Mr. America or whatever. Hughesy's been on point lately. He has, man. He fucking has. That's what I mean. His WrestleMania predictions about his WrestleMania surprises are probably largely all off. But yeah, no. That's what I mean. He came back wearing the fucking mask. Little remain to be seen, but like, someone explain it to me. Why does Chad need a mask all of a sudden to fight the luchas and shit? But like, hopefully he starts getting wins now. I want to see him get a win over Dragon Lee. I want to see him get a win over Rey Mysterio. I want to see him get a win over over Santos, not Santos, Cruz or Joaquin. I want to see him get a win over maybe Penta even down the line, get one back. Gable's legit, man. Yeah, he's literally, yeah, he's just truly one of the funny. Like, there's a reason he, like, you go watch his shit. He hangs with comedians and shit, so they just, and he can hang with them, and he's not like a fucking renowned stand-up or anything like that. So he's quick-witted, that guy, that old chap. I don't know if the Irishmen call themselves chaps, but okay, let's look out for demon stuff, okay? Because Finn's here. We got the Judgment Day chilling. It's Carlito and Finn. Look in the background. There's going to be something. And not just demon shit, because we've been looking for that for so much. So they're either going to have nothing back there, or they're going to switch it up now. Or wait, is that a demon thing? Hold up. Oh, no, that's a wheel. That's a wheel of like one of these pallet fucking movers here. Damn, so Dom got Finn for next week, so we're not getting Finn. Well, we might still get Finn Braun at Mania. That still could happen, but we're going to get it next week. So again, WWE just lining it up so they have all these big matches for Mania or the show surrounding Mania, the PLEs, they're not losing focus of what they do good just because it's Mania. It's next to the dartboard. Yeah, I saw a wheel like next to the. Is that a wheel or is that like a demon thing? Yeah, so they're airing a thing for Evolve, and then LFG was on. They had to create factions. My favorite story from the factions was the Dudleys. I thought just the way they related it to, or Bubba found a way to relate it to all those old Dudleys was hilarious. However, obviously, that one wasn't going to win. The Matrix faction was kind of lame. Yeah, Fabulous. I thought that was him. I just didn't. I didn't want to call it out. But yeah, Fabulous is a legend too. Macaulay Culkin, dude. Running Point, only on Netflix. He's on a Netflix show. Doing sign language. That's his fucking gold title. Macaulay in the house. Macaulay's in a fucking Full House tonight. He ain't home alone tonight, New Yorker. I forget what we were talking about before, but who gives a shit? Here comes Cody Rhodes. Yeah, Home Alone's like the greatest. That's a hold up. The Bullet, Bandolier, and Skeleton doing Luke Gallows post sign of BC coming back to Finn. No, they're going to New Japan. And Good Brothers, hit me up and I'll fucking get your YouTube cooking, man. They have such good stories. And their channel's just fucking, it's just them doing it. You can tell, not even hating. It's just, they just don't give a fuck. They're just uploading. It's like, dude, let me fucking help you. What if like Cena just comes out? It could. I am sitting here saying to y'all, I think Cena's gonna. What's announced? There's gonna be some shits where he shows up unannounced, like The Rock. That'll count as some of his dates. They just won't announce like a couple of them. You don't want to do too many of those, but we'll have to get one of those, or maybe he just does an extra one and unannounced, and it's just not announced. Whoa. $2K25, everyone's playing it up, man. Okay, we go to commercial. Cody Rhodes is just running around the ring like, what's up? Hyping up the crowd. Music's playing. Lights show's still going. That thing is a shutout to the BC, though. It was a wheel with flashing multicolor lights as a shutout to what Finn wore in Japan as Prince Devitt. No, I agree with you. Just not the Good Brothers, but hey, the GODs. Tama and fucking Loa, bro. Who knows how long this bloodline shit's going to last? Seems like, again, Husey ain't been missing. What is he saying? Roman doesn't have. He's got 10 dates in 2025 or whatever. Is that true? Because we ain't seen that motherfucker. He has no clear Mania match locked down. There's still 40 days, but it's Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns, the odd man out of Mania. How does that make sense? So what Husey says makes sense. Just be rational. Oh, he makes fucking dick jokes or whatever. Okay, but just think about it. No, because they're rushing Solo Jacob too, it seems like. Where do they go from there? Where do the Tongans go? You know, do they just split that whole shit up? We don't even fucking know, man. Does bad luck fall late? Where's Hikuleo and Lance Anoa'i, dude? They're in NXT. They're fucking signed, bro, and not being used on any TV. Why? They're going to come out of nowhere, ski masked up, and we're going to see some shit, you know? So I'm still intrigued by it all. And yeah, if he's teasing it, I could see like the GODs teaming up with Finn again, maybe, or something like that. He breaks off with Judgment Day and he leads them or they bring the Good Brothers back. Listen, man, the Good Brothers are good brothers, man. Triple H loves those guys. They stay in great shape. They don't have boo-boo face. They don't care about doing a job. They'll go work on NXT. I've covered it to death. They stay in great shape. They don't have fake spray fucking tan. They're actually just tanned and ripped up, and they fucking just want to make money and drink some brewskis and fucking, you know what I mean? So if Triple H hire him back, it wouldn't be the first time they're like, oh, you guys gone? You're welcome here. You got whatever. They were just getting big money to fucking be doing nothing, you know, and WWE is just letting some people go like that. Like, that's why I don't believe all of that fucking Jade Cargill and Shayna Baszler got in a fight. They'd have released Shayna Baszler's ass if she was going to beat up Jade. It's that simple. They'd have released her during these cuts. She hasn't been on TV. They released one of her partners. We haven't seen Zoe Stark and Shayna since. What are they going to do? Like, you really think fucking Jade, this big star that they signed her on like part-time as it is, and they're developing her to be this next, you know, the future, one of the future, the women's division alongside these other NXT ladies coming up. She's already involved in these big like WrestleMania level angles and shit. And you think Shayna's like, yeah, I'll beat you up or whatever. It's like, fuck no, they just fire her, bro. Like, they're not fucking around in WWE anymore. Not saying people can't, like, not saying Jade can't be green and Shayna can't go, look, I explained it. Yeah, you're big and jacked. I'll actually tap you out. But that'll happen in any combat physical sport or whatever. But as far as like, there's heat and they all fucking know. Nope. Nope. All Jake takes on says Roman may come back tonight and Shimano's the finish. That's what I think is going to happen. I think we get like a no finish or something, and it's Roman who comes out tonight. And because the next few weeks we know we're getting Cena all on Raw. And you can't tell me he's not going to do a run-in on a SmackDown and attack Cody. He has to. He has to. He fucking has to. Unless they just keep Cody Rhodes on every Raw. But then that's stupid. God damn it. That's going to piss me off. But yeah, Punk's favors got to get worked in here too somehow. You guys know what I mean? Oh yeah, we're gonna roast some Meltzers in a bit. Some Meltzer mallows. What do we want to talk about? New York City. They're chanting Cena sucks.
I'm here because it's a cathedral of entertainment history. It's the home base for WWE. It's the center of the pro wrestling universe.
Damn that black eye. Yeah, it's a shiner. Rollins and that fat guy he flipped off once versus CM Punk and some guy that tried to talk to him at an airport. Yeah, see, they're booing. Not one person booed John Cena, Brian. Not one. And Plinian hit me up. He's like, dude, Meltzer was kind of right. Like, there was a lot of cheers, but here's the thing. It was not, he was like, literally not one person. People were booing him, especially by the end of it. At the start, everyone cheered like, no, they weren't cheering. They were like, oh, what's happening? It was just that it was like me going, holy shit. Like, that doesn't sound like a boo. Sounds like I'm fucking cheering, but I'm just like losing my mind. So, yeah, there was definitely some people booing. And they're booing now. Dude, the Europe crowds too. See, WWE booked this so smart. They're going to have the hottest crowds for Europe leading into Mania. And then you have India adding like 5 million global viewers, probably, like automatically, because they give all the social media numbers. They do. So trust me, you were going to see like fucking Raw do 9 million, hottest crowd ever. Cena's going to be on it. Heel Cena, crazy cards leading into Mania. So smart. Huge blow off. Plinian says, I think Dave just watched the first few minutes. Yeah. No, yeah. It doesn't, he doesn't really watch anything. That's my theory. Like it's like when he watches Raw or SmackDown, it's like on his phone. And then he's got CMLL on his TV. And then he's like typing at his computer. I guarantee you it's some shit like that. He just seems like that type of dude. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks. See? See? This is what we're going to get again, man. And that's why if he comes out just peddling the merch, you're going to get it. It's going to be split. And now we can still get the story. Well, could Cody turn? Cody Rhodes could be like, well, fuck you guys. You're still chanting for Cena, It's all there.
Come on now, Eric.
Gotta love it. $50-50. Meltzer watches PWT. I wouldn't say that, but he got triggered when Marie came on here. Like 100% that triggered him. Now she did email him, but he didn't run to his fucking board until like she did a double shot on this show. Like, and then he starts trashing her and shit about her emails, but she was emailing him before. Like, so and I'm not like, that's hilarious that, I don't know. To me, that's the closest we've got. Or just when he responds to tweets with a flute in it, that makes my heart warm because that's like we're an inch away. We're just an inch away. Like when that person made the fake blue sky, he had to address it. It's like, I listen to PWT flute. Like, come on, man. That was such a good look. When he responds to tweets and they put a flute at the end of, he just called Cena a goddamn moron. So Cody's just swearing more. But yeah, that shit, like it wouldn't shock me if he's heard shit. Because even if you go onto Google and type in like Dave Meltzer funny or Dave Meltzer cringe or Dave Meltzer fail, my thumbnails come up too. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we're flooding the block with fucking thumbnails every day. Almost a Meltzer being silly.
And the carnival bark, but here's a stat that will never be. It is simply one man's delusion, one man's fantasy, and that is 17.
But no, I doubt Meltzer, like, he doesn't listen or watch anything, dude, fully. I don't believe he does.
Is I get the heartbreaking privilege of beating my hero.
Yeah, I feel like Cody Rhodes is going to drop the belt at Mania, too. I think that's the move. Because, like, they're kind of booing his ass. Listen, bro. We got stories for days, man, for years with this shit. See, they're going to slowly turn on Cody Rhodes, and he's going to have to turn villain sooner than later. He should drop this belt to Cena. And then win it back from Cena. But then he fucking turns heel. Kind of, like, to get it back. And then he eventually just turns full heel on someone. And then he, like, slowly aligns with Cena, even though he's beefing with Cena. Maybe not. Maybe that'd make him look like a bitch too much, but... Like, I don't know if the end of the story is, well, eventually Cody joins Rock and Cena. I don't know if that's it, but... Cody Rhodes has got to have a heel run as well in him one time before all said and done. It's just like, how do you book it? Do you book night 2 to end with Yeeta Mania? Or do you book night 2 to end with Cena Mania? So we've got Jackie Redmond wearing like a Pokemon trainer's outfit. I'm just joking. And she got fingerless gloves. Jackie Dice Clay. Mary Miss Tuffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. Little boy Blue, he needed the money. Oh. She's interviewing fucking Lyra Valkyria, and the crowd could not care less. The crowd could absolutely not care any fucking less than they do right now. If Daniel Garcia came out, then maybe they could care a bit less. Do you know what I mean?
Thinking about the fact that Bailey did beat me weeks ago, so I would love to try. But whether it's Bailey, whether it's Kelly, I'm more than prepared to put this title on the line. Well, again, congratulations for last week. Thank you for the time. Enjoy.
So they're just like, you have a vested interest in this match. Bailey fucking beat me before, so I'm looking forward. I think it's Bailey versus Lyra for the IC. So hear me out. Calling this now. Cody Rhodes drops to Cena following SmackDown. Cody comes out to address his loss. Lights go out. Black attacks. Black attacks? What is that, like a new faction or something? No. Black attacks. Meltzer's like, oh my God, look how Cuervo. Not Cuervo. That's so fucking stupid, chat. I don't know why you guys like me. Black attacks. Sounds scary, Brian. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, dude. I think Malachi Black. Yeah, it's gonna be some shit like that. He's gonna come back with the lights going out, and then him raising from a coffin or just being in the ring. And Miro, if he ever does come back, he might not ever come back because he'll want good money. And you got to remember, he left like when Vince was there, so there's no way they give him the money he was getting then. So I don't know if we actually ever see Miro back. He could probably make more money just doing shows in like Qatar and, unless the Saudis are like, we want Rusev, because they might do that shit. They have certain guys they like,
Continue to write history here at WWE. Seth freaking Rollins. And that man, CM Punk, class inside of steel cage. Fueling field, pitfalls, the best in escape. Punk, Rollins, in a cage, in a guard. Live tonight.
The Black Attack should be the New Day's, the Boo Day's finisher. New finisher, though. That'd actually be like a good name for a finisher for them. Because they're like all Goku Black right now, too, Sort of like their gimmick. They're the evil twins of themselves, almost. Selling the city. Yeah, see, they just have all these Netflix people. No one knows who they are because there's so many niches now. Rich the Kid. Yeah, just wrestling's so hot. Like all of these. Let's go, dude. Amanda Serrano's in the house. July 11th, she's gonna go against Serrano in a rubber match, dude. That I'm telling you guys, don't miss that fight. Don't miss that fight. That fight is gonna go hard as fuck. Hell yeah. She had a banger. New Day's finish. I'm done. No, but think about it, because everyone's like Goku Black. Like that's their thing. Black Attack, and then obviously, you know what I mean? I think Xavier would get a fucking kick out of that. I think that's funny, man. I think that'd be a good, because they call it the midnight hour or the midnight. What was it? The midnight hour? Yeah, New Day. So they're not New Day anymore. So like you just change it to like Pitch Black Attack or something like that, Because they're Dragon Ball Z type dudes, So like we're getting a Cody Rhodes Cena face off. Is that what they're saying? Sounds right. I saw Young Gravy last night. Nice. He was eyeing up oh yeah, I guess he was at the AEW show. Yeah, Young Gravy. He was eyeing up Renee Paquette like real crazy. Like, if you guys noticed that, go look it up when she's interviewing him. He's just like oogling her, dude. So Raw's on next week at 12 noon on Netflix. Fuck yeah. 3 Eastern. So that'll be 1 p.m. my time on a Monday. Okay, so PWT Monday stream fucking in the afternoon, not the nighttime. Or what? Or do you guys want me to just go at nighttime and do a show? I say fuck that. I say these Mondays are for watching Raw, so let's go at that time. I'll move some shit around. Yes, we want, yeah. Damn it, I'll be at work. Well, Miss October, you can you can catch a replay. We'll sync it up, dude, and then you can fucking put me on while you watch it whenever at your own comfortability.
Become the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Lyra Valkyria, mentioned it earlier, she lost to Bayley in an Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup last month. Bayley tosses her jacket in the direction of Vince Morgan and Mr. Superior. So, rings, we are underway. Bayley, the four-time world champion.
Yeah, and I mean, whatever time it's at. I mean, I pulled up, did a random run-in. I had like 400 people watching on like not even my day at a random time, you know. And we were just talking about sickos, so it's like we'll be okay no matter what time we do it at. I know the PWT universe always shows up and shows out, and I'm sorry if some of y'all do miss it, but I would like to just experience that live too. Especially Cena's going to be there. The crowd's going to be so hot. That's like PLE type shit, you know. I'm definitely going to be all over that. So on Raw, the next like 4 Raws. Yeah. And they're in Europe. So they're in Brussels next Monday. Yeah. Thank God for deep fakes. Fucking Moose Knuckle. Jesus Christ.
You what?
Who did Husey say he would let give him AIDS? Fucking anybody, bro. He misspoke. Husey's the one who gives the AIDS. No, that's my guy. And yeah, we're linking up with ECW Diva Francine. Should be sooner than later. I told you guys. He's like, I'm going to try and set it up in the next 2 weeks or whatever. So we're going to get smashed, hang out with Francine. Let me know any questions you might have for her. Maybe when it's closer, when I have a date, I'll let you guys know. And I'll ask you guys. I'm super down with Raw being done like earlier for me though, as well. See you, Miss October 30. Get some rest. Have good luck with your job thing, all that stuff. You know we here for you. Get your ass in the Discord if you're not. God bless. Be good. Drink lots of water too. Peace. Oh man, a Bronco Buster from Bailey. I know Moose would love one of those. A BBL Buster. Yeah, the Discord's just an extension of chat, so you guys can chat up other personal shit or whatever you guys want to do. I don't know. I'm in there sometimes. More lately. I've been in there a lot more lately. Just checking in and DMing with some folks and everything. So yeah, get in the Discord. Because PWT time is PWT time. Even during dead air PWT time. It is still more important than anything else. We stay locked in, man. I really don't care about this match. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get some flutes in the motherfucking chat because it is time for Dave Meltzer's dumb moment of the week. So Meltzer said what destroyed Dave Meltzer. We covered this a little bit before where Meltzer was like responding to this Robbie Steven guy who's like, why do they keep the numbers so private at Max? And Meltzer's like, one, well, because almost all individual streaming numbers for shows are much lower than the top shows on television. There are exceptions, but only a few. So it's better the illusion than the reality. Two, it gives the services a leg up in negotiations with show producers for new shows because Tony Khan, those that negotiate can't point to numbers and value. And then, yeah, Meltzer said what just destroys that. He's like, because almost all individual streaming numbers for shows are much lower than the top shows on television. Dave, number two, they're AEW not as hot as they were a year ago. I think I covered this last time, but yeah. But maybe they are, and we just don't know because so many people are watching on Max. Utter ludicrous pomposity. If you missed it last time, here, let's listen to this one again.
If the promotion's dead, they're not going to draw with it. If the promotion's alive, they will. And that's why I think like next Friday, we're going to have a lot better understanding of Max and of AEW than we have right now.
How hard is it going to be to get that number, though? Because they were pushing the Prime thing really hard. So now, they got YouTube and pay-per-view.com. And
no, it's a combination of numbers.
And crash-ass Triller that was crashing.
It always was. I mean, here's the thing. In theory, Amazon should help, right?
It should. I don't know anybody who uses Amazon's pay-per-view function. Like even the hardcore boxing fans, yes. I don't know anyone else who uses it, but basically, you're going to have access to that information, or Tony will have access.
Tony's going to have.
About your reporting of it, like how do you think it changes?
Yes. But we'll know. We'll know in some form. This isn't like
we'll know. I'll just make it up if I'm not told anything. I'll just lie about it.
Max numbers where like literally nobody knows. This will be numbers that grant not too many people are going to know, but it'll be enough to where we're gonna. It's like we'll have an idea. We'll have an idea by the end.
It won't be too many people, but it'll be like a little. Well, it's like we'll have an idea. I'll make up the idea behind the ideas. I made up the idea, Brian.
By the end of the week,
what's going to be your over/under?
And then listen to this part. It should help. Listen to this. What's the over/under? He gives a number, and then Brian goes, "Well, what was it the time before?" Then listen to the number he gives. So he's implying here that Amazon Prime is going to get AEW 30 or 40,000 more fucking pay-per-view buys. Listen to this shit.
Man, I don't know. 125, 130.
125, 130. What?
Yeah. In that range. What do you think? I know why we're looking on our board and everybody thought higher, but it's like, they're not as hot as they were a year ago, but maybe they are, and we just don't know it because so many people are watching on Max and we're not.
Oh, I know we listened to this last show because I remember this now, but oh my God, man. Maybe it's hot again, but we just don't know because so many are on Max. Dave believes that 500,000 people. This is the lie he's trying to get out to these idiots. Oh yeah, there's fucking 500,000 people watching on Max. People on my board, Brian, were saying they thought it'd be higher. They're all dumb fucks, Dave. Jesus Christ, it's not good. You should reevaluate who the fuck you allow on your board.
Not seeing it, and again, this,
what was the World's End number?
World's End at the end of the year. That was up a little bit. So probably, 105, 110.
So he goes, what do you think this pay-per-view will do? 135, Brian. Well, what does World's End do? Well, World's End was actually up in sales. Did 105, 110, which I don't believe that. But so what Dave said before, this is why Brian just almost did a gotcha to him. And that's why he just changed the fucking subject, because otherwise he's got to explain to Dave. So you think you think Prime added what? 30,000 pay-per-view buys, Dave? 20,000 or whatever? Is that what you're trying to say? There's no fucking way that happened. There was 20,000 illegally watching it on that guy's Twitch thing that we looked at in fucking AEW news.
10, I'm going to guess.
And this is historically a pretty good drawing show for them.
Well, last year it was because of Sting. You know,
that was
Last year was because of Sting, Brian. Holy shit, man. What a crazy dummy. So Dave Meltzer gets into it with Brian Gewirtz, right? So we covered round 1 earlier. Here's round 2. Andrew responds to Dave and goes, and what did Gewirtz say? I'm taking that who works with The Rock over anything else. Meltzer goes, so you didn't read, as I figured. So you didn't read. Dummy, did you fucking read what Gewirtz said, though? You're wrong and an idiot. Now I'm going to go, you just didn't read what I said. I actually am right, even though I'm still wrong if you read it, like Phil did. Said the story about, but quickly in 2023, Gewirtz said the story about Dwayne being in talks to do the Inglewood Mania was made up. Later, Dwayne did multiple interviews saying they were very close and it almost happened. So what about last year? What about this year? Why are you going back to 2023 with some semantical bullshit? What about this year where you're wrong? What about last year where you're wrong? What about last year where you pulled up a clip of Triple H and Dwayne Dewey from 2013 and tried to tell everybody it was a clip that it was a vignette that they cut fucking recently? Whoever called Raquel devouring Bailey in chat fucking should get a cookie because that's insane. And yeah, Dave just really fucking coping here. Brian Gewirtz said no, and then just Brian Gewirtz owns his ass. Nope. I said your reasoning for him not doing Mania, not having enough time to get in ring shape was wrong, and it 100% was, which is backed up further by what Dave says. The Rock went out, because Dave is trying to say, well, The Rock went out there and said that they almost got it done. They were so close, which proves what I was saying. It proves that fucking what I was saying, right? But then Gewirtz is like, no, you dummy. I'm saying the reason you said not having enough time to get in shape, that's not true. That was the not true part, you idiot. And you just proved that because you're talking about how fucking very close it was to happening. So it's probably something not in shape thing. Probably some contractual or a bigger obligation. So here's Chad Gable being interviewed by Kathy Kelly, and he's going to do the Mr. America Hogan thing and be like, that wasn't me, da-da-da-da-da. So this is actually hilarious. I'm super into this Gable thing. Nav Streak says, Rock confirmed on Pat's show that the reason the match didn't happen was due to creative differences, LMAO. And Gewirtz, just like Ari Emanuel said, there's going to be big shit popping off at Chamber. Way in advance. And Gewirtz says he did. It's out there for the world to see, but Dave will never admit he's wrong. He'll just deflect and dust off that old Frank DeFord article stating how wonderful he is. But I know the story and he is wrong. And unlike his sources, I'll attach my name to that statement. Cook him, Gewirtz. Fucking cook his bit down. See, there's a dude dressed like Gable in a lucha mask. This is crazy. Damn, Gable's on some other shit. I love this. I love whatever they're doing here. But yeah, man, Rock confirmed on Pat's show. Ari Emanuel confirmed on Pat's show. That's why Pat has them on. And Gewirtz is confirming here. Dave's in the fucking mud. So Meltzer said what post Wrestle Talk 2020? Here's a throwback. Dave Meltzer says WrestleMania match was the most boring ever. This is a Wrestle Talk headline in 2020. And this is, remember when Dave was like, well, Edge has never had a bad match ever. Moxley, you can't have a bad match, and Edge has never had a bad match, Brian. Meanwhile, here's what he had to say about what I believe was called the greatest match of all time or whatever the fuck they called it, right? To troll
the best
AEW.
guys, Tony Khan.
At the time and to troll the sheets. But Meltzer says WrestleMania match was the most boring ever. I was ready to confess to crimes if they'd end this Chinese water torture match 8 minutes ago.
there have been technically worst matches, but actually, but none as boring. The worst matches in Mania history often were short. The announcers did them no favors, whispering like it was the 13th hole in Augusta, which only made things more boring. By 12, it sucked. By 18, it was Chinese water torture. And it went 36-32 before Edge won, Brian. What was this? Was this the match that was like the greatest match of all time or whatever? Right? And Meltzer was just saying that shit. Edge can't have a bad match, Brian. Pretty crazy. Look at this poll. If you watched AEW Revolution, what did you think of the show? Well, you all know what I think. I'm not even putting it on the poll because I know the answer.
The best guy is Tony Khan.
But I'll put Tony Khan on my poll and let him do a little dance, Brian. If you watched Revolution, what did you think of the show? It was great. Look at their fucking audience, man. And then they got ratioed still. It's great. It's fucking nuts, man. 52% thought it was great. Now, again, if you thought that, that's great. Good for you. Was it a great pay-per-view? Sit there and think about what the word great means. Think about the great pay-per-views that there have been. Just every Fed you can think of. Was that a great all-time pay-per-view? No, it was not. I'm so sorry. Like, no. It just absolutely objectively wasn't. You know, there was some decent stuff on there. One of the worst endings to a pay-per-view ever. Like, if Bischoff did that, he'd be getting clowned to this day for that shit. Right? So it's pretty crazy. And then fine, 12%. That's what I voted. Good, 20. And then bad, 14. And I'm not saying it has to be bad either. I voted fine. It was a fine show, but it wasn't like exceptional or great. Here's Dave Meltzer just glazing Ospreay and Fletcher like you knew he'd do. This is going to get 6 stars. That match was unreal. But, Will won via actually Spanish fly off of the, well, it's not really Spanish. She's from the UK, Brian, but, actually, Spanish fly off the top of the cage and Tiger Driver. Total bloodbath. These 3 matches in a row were unreal. To have those 3 in a row, that's the fucking problem. None of them were unreal. Yeah, it's unreal because you don't retain it. Seems like it didn't even happen. It seems fake, Dave. No one retained anything from that match other than that Spanish fly spot, and it wasn't even. They still did more shit after that. Ospreay may have been hurt. He was limping to the back and landed on his hip off the cage, and I love that because I just want to see them get hurt, Brian. I don't really give a fuck. That's the facts, man. He doesn't give a fuck, bruv. He doesn't care if these people fucking really hurt themselves, dude, and smash their hips into.
Master need to obliterate.
Right? He doesn't give a shit, man. He wants to see mayhem and people get hurt, dude. So I quote tweeted and said, this guy refused to even tweet during the WWE Raw on Netflix premiere and nitpicked the John Cena heel turn. But he's about to sit here and live tweet and make Will won. It was amazing. The Spanish fly Tiger Driver combo. He didn't even tweet about Raw being on Netflix. He fucking nitpicked John Cena's return. Return / heel turn. Fucking clown shoes buffoonery, Dave. I'm at a loss for words. So again, another throwback. So Dave was giving Roman the just a guy treatment 4 days ago while arguing Moxley should have beat him for Wrestler of the Year. Meltzer, you take Roman out of WWE, their performance is very, very similar with him or without him. So here's fucking Dave retrospectively coping over fucking Roman Reigns and Moxley, even back then. Right? Well, it's not that long ago, a couple years ago, but shitting on Roman in the peak of his run. Morph the Cat says, Dave, you handpicked Kenny Omega as the next big thing, and the Young Bucks name their finisher after you. Even if there is no sincere bias, there's a perception there is. Meltzer goes, I picked Roman after his first match as Leaky that I saw. Picked Dwayne after people I trusted saw his first match and raved to me. Similar to Edge. So Dave is... Oh, yeah, I knew they'd be a great talent. Like, he's acting like he is Jim Cornette, bro. He's sitting here speaking as though he is Jim Cornette. This is insane, man.
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
That's why we'll never run out of Meltzer shit, dude. Because he's always on some bullshit, even if you go back in time. Orton and Lesnar and OVW days, after a few matches, I said that how great they were. This is what he's trying to say. His first match is Leaky. I said Roman's going to be the guy. I picked Dwayne after people I trusted saw his first match and raved to me. Okay. Similar to Edge. So you didn't even see it, just people told you. Orton and Lesnar in OVW days after a few matches. Cena even before OVW. Read back issues and look at earliest references for all. Oh my God. It's like when I go, yeah, this wrestler's great. This wrestler's awesome. I like Zarya. I like Lola. I like this person. And then one of them becomes a star, like the biggest star. And you're like, I picked them out of the whole lineup. If I go back there, Dave, I'm going to see you also putting other people over who didn't become The Rock and shit. That's the most disingenuous, fucked up, like narcissist. That's like some weird sociopathy or something. I really don't even know what that is. That's fucking kooky, dude. I picked them. I trained them. Fuck. Tony Khan before Tony Khan. The best guy was Dave Meltzer. So here's him talking shit on his show back then, too, in 2023.
The voting. I thought pretty solid that Moxley would win. I mean, it was Moxley and Roman Reigns, and they finished 1-2. So that's fair. And, you take Roman, you take Roman Reigns out of WWE, and their performance is very, very similar with him or without him. You take Moxley out of AEW this year, and it would have been a really tough second half of the year.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he saved their bacon twice.
So here's the argument for that, and I've seen this in a couple places, is, well, Tony could have just put Jericho in that spot, or Tony could have just put Hangman in that spot. What made Moxley so valuable in that spot?
It wouldn't have worked as well. And they were all...
He definitively... It wouldn't have worked as well. How? How can you say that?
But first of all, Hangman got hurt. So, you can't really say that. But no, Hangman wouldn't have worked as good in that situation. And Jericho, he could have put Jericho in there. We don't know how that would have worked. But he chose Moxley. And the fact is that when Rampage ratings went down, he moved Moxley to Rampage, and those ratings went up. Granted, when he stopped featuring Moxley on it, they went back down again. But when he was the pick, and he was very successful, and plus, he had overcome the fact on the
Brian.
Second thing, when Punk beat him, he had to come back from Punk beating him clean to being the guy. And that's a tough situation, because
it's not hard to lose to Punk and then still be able to be the guy. Dave is so fucking ass backwards dumb. Punk is so over that a loss to him doesn't really hurt you, bro.
He lost clean on the pay-per-view, and then had to carry the company when Punk got hurt and left, or was whatever happened.
When Punk got hurt and left. Well, like when he got hurt. See how Dave tries to paint it? Well, like when he got hurt and left the company. Stranded high and dry, Brian. But and then he walks it back. Well, I mean, he was hurt. He left.
It's a real tough period for the company, because you also, they also took out the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega for several months. So
sounds like this place is booked to shit, Dave, even back then. It was being booked shitty, and it's booked shitty to this day, and it's booked shitty now. And it sounds like they're fucking up. So Meltzer said, what says, you have no one to blame but yourself for previously propping up Jon Moxley as the best wrestler in the world and being brainwashed by Uncle Dave's propaganda that he was more valuable than Roman Reigns. So here is the Luthez Ric Flair Awards. And yeah, it's when they voted fucking Mox. He gaslit them, dude. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions, yeah, I don't know. Meltzer said what? Doing the Lord's work. And ladies and gentlemen, that was Flutes in the chat for Dave Meltzer's dumb, stupid idiot moment of the week. Okay, so let's lock in. We're going to watch this segment. We're going to watch this cage match, dude. Fuck yeah, we got through all of our segments and everything. Round of applause for me, because I'm fucking awesome, chat. Husey called the triple
Allegedly.
threat. Nick Chivers. Dave, the kind of guy to bet on both teams to win the Super Bowl for even money and think he's Rain Man. Dude, I'm telling you, listen.
Are you sure about that?
I had a fucking friend who would do that. Like, he would ask me too. This would piss me off. He would always ask me who to bet on fights, like MMA fights, UFC fights. And I would tell him, like, what to pick. But then after a while, I found out he was fucking just betting on both people, like, every time. But he was just... You know, so there's no point in I don't know. It's stupid. It was stupid. Like, he would listen to my advice, but then he just also bet on the other guy in whatever way he'd think. And it's like, well, how the fuck is there even a gamble in that? But anyways, thank you, Nick Chivers. Rhea's out here. Yeah. Husey called that shit. Or, yeah. Or some guy, I don't know who. May or may not have been in the wolf pack. I don't know. Yeah, 3-way at Mania. No, this match will be really good, though. You guys are saying this is, I think it'll fucking steal the show. Not you guys, but 626.
Because you know you can't beat EO and you just try to blame me.
Damn, and they... Damn, they just... See, this is why EO's gonna want to fight them both for disrespecting her. And they're just, like, pie-facing and pushing her away. Yeah, see? So... It's going to give her motive. She's slapping the shit out of them all. Yeah, you got to make it a 3-way. Hell yeah, dude. EO slapped the shit out of both of them. Yeah, that's how Cody Rhodes is going to do fucking Travis Scott. Yeah, that's okay. So we got that match figured out. So we got AJ Styles, Logan Paul. We got Cody Rhodes, John Cena. We've got Yeet versus Gunther. We've got the triple threat here. Io, Bianca, Rhea. We got Charlotte, Tiffany. Oh, shit, dude. In Germany. Or Belgium, rather. Sorry. Very close, though. No? Very close. But, yeah, dude, a street fight with fucking Penta and Ludwig. That's hilarious. Hell yeah. Very close. Yeah. They're, yeah. Flags are very similar too. The IC title, so not at Mania. Odd, man. There's gonna be like a 6-man ladder match or some shit for that fucking IC belt, dude, to get it off Braun. That's what they're gonna do at Mania. Because why would they have Finn Braun right now? You know, it's gonna be like a 8-man Money in the Bank style, like a ladder match, whatever. Someone's gonna get it, and then Braun can move on without getting pinned to the fucking heavyweight title or whatever. Or like US title, wherever, whatever show he gets moved to. Okay, this match is gonna cook. I'm so excited, dude. I'm fucking locked in. Let's go. We doing this now. It is time for the main event of the fucking evening. That's why I ripped through the news tonight, chat, because I fucking want to just watch this match because you know it's about to be match of the year. Like, this shit's gonna go so hard. We got 35 minutes till this show's done, you know? Oh, shit. This is going to go crazy. Hell yeah, dude. They got fire shooting up around the fucking cage. Okay, Rollins, remember when he almost like impaled himself with that fucking, with the cell spike or the cage spike? He better look out from these flames, dude. That was one of the scariest things ever when he did that. Yeah, this match is going to blow that fucking cage match last night away, dude. We will be remembering this forever. They won't, no one remembers shit other than that Spanish fly, and that wasn't even the finish. That's the problem. And even Meltzer to be like, the Spanish fly off the top and then the Tiger Driver. It's like, why did he have to do all that? And didn't he retire that stupid ass move? Fucking nothing makes sense, bro. Hit the Spanish fly off the top, then pin him. Use your fucking heads. It's commercial time. Rollins is standing on the barricade, just getting everyone to sing with him and for him. Yeah, I think Roman's going to like come. I agree with chat here too. I think he's going to come out here, rip the cage door off, or get in the cage somehow, spear someone, spear both guys through the fucking wall, you know, like do a double spear. They all collapse through the wall. That sort of shit. Something crazy to get a triple threat as well. Because we saw them brawling at Rumble. It just makes sense. That's what the match is. Oh yeah, dude, this is gonna cook so fucking hard. Guys, while I have your attention, please consider going over to this channel here, Phil Marks Out, and subscribing to my new channel. I would appreciate that if you like pop culture and movie reviews and shit like that. And yeah, consider becoming a member here or a Patreon, or just hit the like or the dislike or whatever. I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, youtube.com/@PhilMarksOut. Okay, 1 minute and we're back from commercial. Here we go. And yeah. Wednesday show is going to be a banger as well. That'll be fun. And I'm on X tonight, so because Mondays are usually typically kind of more chill. So we did, I think I went on X simultaneously on a Wednesday and a Monday. So I'm going to do one on a Saturday as well. And I think like one stream a week I'll also be on X, but I'm just trying to lure people over to YouTube. So yeah, just hit subscribe, stay locked in. At Phil Marks Out is my new channel. And yeah, thank you all. I don't fucking know. Get in the Discord, all that good shit.
Let's fight, boys.
Here we go. Let's go. I'm still laughing that Power Slap 12 had higher viewer totals than AEW's pre-show. Is that true? That's fucking insane, man. I remember Power Slap would come on after AEW, and WBD fucking like kicked it off the air. It was so bad. Yeah, NXT is going to be so good. And everyone's saying like, oh, Julia's hurt, and so Stephanie's going to win the 2 belts, and if that's the case, I say just bring Julia right up to the main roster when she comes back. She doesn't look hurt to me, man. I think what they're trying to do is make history and have one of these girls. It seems a little rushed, too, because that North American title hasn't been established that greatly. But, yeah, I think Stephanie walks out dual champ, stays in NXT. Julia goes away for a minute. If she is hurt, then she comes back main roster. And she comes and fucking kicks Dakota Kai out of the Kabuki Warriors or whatever. Damage Control. No, we love Dakota Kai, but you could totally see her teaming up with like Asuka and Kairi and Io, because they had that stare down moment too in NXT. K Punk's coming out. Look in my eyes. What do you see? Crowd erupts. Nality. I know you're in. I know you're in. Love it. It's clobbering time, punker. Damn, this fucking Raw is set up like a pay-per-view. Like, this place is fucking packed to the titties, dude. Let's go. 4-0 record in Madison Square Garden, CM Punk. It's a crazy record, dude. See, that's how you do records, Tony Khan. You don't go, oh, Emi Sakura, she's great. Her record's 52 and 87. And if she wins this match, she's in line for the title. It's not how you do it, bro. Yeah, Punk's about that business tonight, man. That's what I'm saying. This is the Mania match. Like, to me, I'm sitting here like, whoa. And then Cena's on the next all the Raws this month. It's like, word, dude. Here we go. Yeah, they're just throwing down. This is how it's supposed to be right here. Yeah, just throwing down. 20,000 plus in the Garden. Throwing down in a cage. That's what it's all about right here. Yeah, they just said the only way to win is to escape the cage with both feet touching the floor. I don't think there's any pin or submission, guys. This is where it's at right here, dude. We're watching fucking history. This is going to be one of those Raw matches that are just forever. It'll be in 2K Showcase, you know? Oh, we're going to get some color this fucking match. Yeah, these two hate each other. This is my Mania match tonight, dude. A month early. Like, what the fuck? For real, this is what I wanted. These two in a cage at Mania. Okay, I'm sold. Like, that's already done, man. We're just getting it on Raw. This is fucked. This is so amazing. Trading blows. Yeah, these guys are just laying it into you, man. Bro, they're fucking. This is what Moxley thinks he's doing. Oh my God, they're scrapping. They're just scrapping. Oh, man. Yeah, they're just throwing down. It's a fucking hockey. This isn't even a match. Oh, my God. Crazy. Yeah, and then they're just throwing strikes. Like, no, I'm not down yet. Holy shit. Yeah, now we're just in the yay boo and fucking Seth's getting booed.
Yeah, Rollins brought to an 8 by the right by Punk and another one by CM Punk. And a third, and Rollins is now rocked as Punk looked to try to get.
It's like, do they even have a fucking match plan? They're like, hey, we got to go in there and not do shit so we don't get hurt before Mania. I bet CM Punk went, hey, I got a great idea, Seth. Let's do a Spanish fly off the top. And then they both looked at each other and bursted out fucking laughing. Oh, he caught Punk. Buckle bomb in the corner or into the cage. Oh, man. This is a Mania level match right here. That's how you know it's going to be a three-way, because what is bigger than this? What could possibly be bigger than this? So here, I'm going to call the action. So Punk's laying there selling. Punk's got blood in his mouth. So we already got a little color. And now Seth's getting him back up for another bomb into the cage again. A second one. Oh, my God. He bombed him into the cage again. What a horrible landing. And I think Punk is doing the blade job. They might be setting it up if I had to guess. You got to watch, though, because Punk's grabbing the fence when he falls on those. It's like, don't tear your fucking triceps again or whatever, you know? Like, don't do that, bud. Just, fuck, man. Punk's just going hard in the paint right before Mania. Like, dude. If he gets hurt, how's he going to fucking do Mania? You guys know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to fuck it up again. If he fucked it up again, I think he would just work hurt through it. Yeah, Seth's grinding Punk's face into the steel. Real old school style, not cheesy either. Like, these guys really fucking don't like each other and are fighting the shit out of each other. A dive, a crossbody into the cage. So Seth Rollins did a running crossbody up against the cage to CM Punk, like pressed against the wall, using the cage as a weapon. No spiked bat. Why would you need a spiked bat or glass when you have a steel cage and you don't like each other? You know? Punk's just getting his ass whooped, selling his ass off. Oh, a running drop kick. A stiff one, dude. These guys are giving each other fucking live rounds, potatoes, and receipts. And Punk is doing the blade job. If I had to guess, he's talking to the ref so much, and he's fucking around with his wrists and shit. He's got to be farting around with a fucking blade here. No? Yeah, so Seth just threw Punk head first into the steel, grinding his face again. We're going to get color before Mania, folks. Yeah, this is rank, like cheese gratering him on the steel. This is what you want to see at Elimination Chamber. This is crazy. This is amazing. This is a fucking cage match, bruv. This is embracing the grind, literally, by embracing the grind of the steel on your fucking face, bro. Let's go. Color the hard way. Yeah, you're right, buddy. We don't even need. Look it. We come back from commercial. Seth's ripping at his face. So that's been the whole commercial. Is 2 power bombs and crossbodies into the steel, and then just grinding Punk's face away on the steel. Boom again. Look, doing it again. Word, I love it. Yes, more of this. The whole time. Oh, yeah, Seth's getting right in there, dude. Dude, this is crazy. These guys don't like each other. I'm marking out. This is excellent. An excellent Monday night match here. Who'd have thunk it? And then we have John Cena every fucking Raw this month. Hopefully one surprise sneaky SmackDown. Like in the next, 30, 40 days. If Punk and Seth don't do a triple Lindy Super Karana bomb off the Empire State Building, then AEW superior. Yeah. If one of them, doesn't do a fucking shooting star press diving headbutt 450 Rana off of the Statue of Liberty. They're not a real wrestling fan. So Seth's like, dude, it ain't, he's not even going to leave the cage. Oh, shit, the feed. I think Punk flipped him off. The feed went black. I thought it was the lights, and I was like, Malachi, Black Attack. The New Day's here. Oh, my God, he's going to bomb him again. Into the steel again. You can't do this again. A third. Oh, a Hurricane Rana into the steel. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, a GTS? There's no way. Hits a GTS this early. Yeah, I think Roman's got to come up because, like, why are they just doing this? They got shit to get to. They're like, we're on time, baby.
I think that GTS just gave him some time to get back. And watch the GTS. Both men physically beaten, physically exhausted, inside the confines of a field. Matter.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Running knee into the cage. Hit him with another. Yeah, grinding Seth's face now. My God, it's Cuervo King. Oh, the running knee to the back of the head. Here we go, getting ruthless. Yeah, Punk ain't wrestling again before Mania. No fucking way. Oh, he's doing the Alex Pereira. Why are they blacking out? Oh, because Seth flipped him back off now. Yeah, Punk was doing the Alex Pereira. He's like, go out there. Like, do it. See, they both could have beat each other, but they both just want to beat the shit out of each other. Dropping the elbow. I don't think they plan this shit, though, a lot. I think they just are like, all right, we know what to do. Let's go out there and have this match, because... And it really seems like... See, this is exactly when you know how to work. Like, they mostly just traded punches and grinded each other's faces against the cage. And we're sitting here going like, dude, this is so intense, and they hate each other because we really believe it. This is when they can get away with doing this and then do the crazy shit at Mania. Not that this shit isn't crazy, but really, they haven't done anything not like that wild in this. Punk with the diving elbow. Yeah, JR had to call that fucking main event, dude. That Revolution. So embarrassing. Like, not for Jim.
With his elbow on Seth
And then a double fingers, FU, double elbow. He's already landed at GTS as well. I don't think they planned this. I think they're just calling it all on the fly, which is totally fine. Because the heat's so real, the animosity between them are so real that, you know, when they fucking throw punches, they're chanting one more time, he's going to go up. No, dude, stop making Punk throw elbows and shit. Like, he's going to get hurt, man. Whenever Punk throws like a big elbow or gets a power bomb or whatever, that's when I get worried because he's going to do another one. Oh, my God. Damn, dude. Punk's hulking up, brother. Yeah. Yeah, I think Punk's got a good elbow. The best, though, bar none, are just Macho and Kairi Sane, like 100%. Those are the two best elbow drops. I don't give a fuck. But, like, people, you know, HBK does a nice one. Test used to do a really nice one, too. For a big dude, you know? Punk's is decent. It's not, like, the best, but it's good. And then Bailey's got a good one as well. Xavier Woods, when he runs on the ropes and does his springboard one, that one's really good. Oh, Punk, what are you doing, man? He could have just crawled out. Please don't die. Please don't die. Please, yeah, Kyrie, like, objectively. And then when Io whipped it out, she did a really good job of, like, emulating it, you know, the other week. But still, just something about Kyrie, how she hits that fucking thing, man. Oh, please don't die. Please don't die. This could be death. Literally, right before Mania. What the fuck? This is... Look at what Seth's doing. Like, I would just be so scared to roll off one way or the other. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is so crazy. I was just like, oh, they're not doing anything too crazy. Look how fucking crazy what they're doing is. Oh, my God. Superplex off the cage, and then he'll go into the Falcon Arrow. Watch. Oh, Punk. No, he didn't. Yeah, good. Because I would have got mad. It would have been too much. Oh, Punker. Punk, why are you taking moves like that before Mania? Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Dude, he's going to, like, be hurt. He's not even going to make it to WrestleMania, dude.
Acknowledge me.
To acknowledge this match, dude. This is crazy. Damn, and Punk and Seth, they're both not even, like, trying to beat each other. That's the crazy part. They just want to, like, beat each other's asses, you know? Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Justified! This is awesome chants! Here in New York, 20,000 strong. They did half that for their fucking Revolution pay-per-view. That Dave thinks 30,000 people bought the pay-per-view on Amazon. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe that shit? Raw did double their attendance for Revolution. And Dave's trying to tell us he thinks like 30K are going to go watch on Amazon now. Just because. Pedigree. Yeah, reversal again. GTS. Oh, he hit another one. Oh, there is pin in this, I guess. Oh, he kicked out, man. He's hit him with 2 GTSs throughout this match. That's one too many, brother. Got to protect that finish.
What an incredible match between these two men. What a dream fight between these two men. Two former multi-time world champions. Punk says it's over. Another goal to
Here we go. Punk's like he's going to sleep. I want to see Punk pile drive a motherfucker again at a WrestleMania or something. Looking up at the Mania sign. Seth reverses. You knew it was going to happen. The STF. And this is what Cena tapped. So Rollins going heel. And think about Rollins went like corporate Rollins with Triple H and shit. He could also join up with The Rock and be like, I want to be in movies. My scene got cut from a Marvel movie. He could totally team up with Cena and Rock. And look at how they're locking in this move now, too. Even when Cena did it all heelishly, he like really was locking it in. Not all baby back and fake. But also, if anyone knows how to get out of this move, it's Punk. He's wrestled Cena more than anyone. Anaconda Vice. Just gouging his nose off. Stomped him. Stomped him. Christ. He's going to kick. Kicks. Oh, man. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Seth sold that well, too. How he, like, stomped him and just laid there and is like, oh, shit. They're cooking. I thought we were getting hardway blood or gig job blood.
Out of the way. Punk roll again. Rollins that. Between his fans. Punk slowly getting to his feet.
Oh, he got him. Oh, he got no way. One. Yeah, right. Seth's kicked out of fucking 3 GTSs now. Oh my god. It's just the crossroads. CM Punk is just crossroads is his move. So that's the problem with the crossroads. He hits one, but a lot of times you're like, he might have to hit 3 to win this shit. He might have to hit 2 to win this shit. It's the GTS now. He's got to hit 2 or 3 of them to fucking... It comes with age, brother. Hogan's like, dude, I would never drop 2 legs, Jack. They're mocking Ospreay? Yeah, I could see that.
Let's go into post-up line now. Still counting out after the GTS. A kick out.
Oh, and a stomp. Punk with a stomp. Ospreay's like, just get a bat with real barbed wire and do a Spanish fly, bruv. Finish him real quick, bruv. Get out the door, Punk. Get out the damn door, Punk. He's like, this is my house. Take it from me, asshole. That's what's he keeps yelling, calling him an asshole. Seth's pissed. Oh, a shining wizard. Damn, he just shining wizard his ass. Shining wizard Rollins ass, dude. Damn, Rollins gonna GTS Punk. Oh my god, hit him with his own shit. Gonna stomp him. Oh my god. Oh, and then fuck. Okay, yeah, too much. Fuck out of here. Boo. Boo. Why did Punk kick out of those two moves like that? I'm not trying to boo, but it's like, boys, are you like mocking Ospreay here? Like, this is bullshit. You know, I don't need to see this. You're just killing your own moves, man. They're chanting OTC. A super stomp. And Seth's just like, it's mine, motherfucker. And they're bleeping it out. Yeah, Roman's coming out. You can hear the crowd erupt. Someone's coming out. It's Roman, yeah. Yeah, he wants this a DQ. Oh no, I guess Seth wins because he pulled him out the cage. Then why kick out of all that shit? Why kick out of all that shit, though? It just buried each other's fucking, not buried them, but it just made it like, I don't know. So the next man I expect can take two of them now because Seth, you know. So it's awesome though. Crowd erupts for Roman. He spears the shit out of Seth. We pretty much called it. I mean, everyone knew. They had to set that shit up for the triple threat for the WrestleMania. It doesn't have a dead, like, go home in the next 4 minutes, too. Like, Punk could get involved in this. They could brawl for the next 5 to 10 minutes. We don't know. Roman really mad at Rollins. Oh, and then Roman hits a fucking stomp on Seth. By my calculations, he should be getting up any second now. If you pinned him, he'd surely kick out at 2, Roman, as we've established in this matchup thus far. Maybe Punk doesn't get involved, but what I predicted like a while back, Wild Wild West, we're going straight to the Wild Wild West. What I predicted was Seth, like Roman was going to really go after Seth, as we're seeing, and the match was going to be made at Mania, Roman Seth, and then Punk's favor would be, no, I want Seth. I have unfinished business. Wise man, get Roman to accept me into a triple threat, and it'll be us, like, you know. So that'll be the favor, I'm assuming, right? Because Punk's going to want to get involved in this. He has unfinished business. He didn't get beat. He kicked out of everything. And Seth didn't, he couldn't beat Seth. Seth kicked out of all of his shit. So I understand why they did it psychology-wise. But, oh, and look, Heyman's consoling Punk right now. So Roman's about to get jealous. And I understand why they did it, but they could have did 2 less of each finisher to each other. You know, you could have thrown in a pile driver in there. Oh, my God. You know, pile driver, fucking kick out. Not fucking 4 GTSs and 4 stomps and then doing each other's shit. Like, they could have fucking spaced that out a bit. But, yeah, now Roman just beats the shit out of Punk, and there you have it. He might not even need to call in a favor now. Fuck what I was saying before. Punk might just be able to be like, let's get this match cooking, and then we have a favor down the line still. Because no one said the favor has to be a Mania. Could be a year down the line, right? That's what's beautiful about it. They're all chanting for Roman, even though he just took out Punk. That's how over he is. Your YTC, your tribal chief. Ones are up. And yeah, so it's jealousy now with Heyman. So it is actually personal. And Roman still to this day, not even fully a babyface. Like still just walking to the beat of his own drum, beating up whoever he thinks he needs to beat up, aligning with whoever he thinks he needs to align with. What a fucking spectacular Raw, though, overall. I mean, yeah, what match? I'd say the Bailey one was probably like my least interested, but we'll give a round of applause to that Cage match. Now, again, I think they didn't need to do like the finishers that many times. Like hit your finisher each twice on each other to get the point across. But I get what they were doing. So, you know, Punk has that unfinished business. He never actually got to pin him or beat him, even though he could have many times. And same with Seth. He could have just beat Punk a few times there, chose not to. They wanted to maim each other. So, yeah, I don't know. That was awesome. That when the Roman thing coming out saved it too. And him whipping Seth out of the cage was awesome as well because it gives Seth the win. And it adds this dynamic of like, well, what the fuck? Are you sure you weren't helping your buddy? And, you know, oh, come on, you're in the wise man's ear, da-da-da. So that's good shit. We saw it coming. If you just watched the Rumble, you knew that it was going to be that triple threat. So again, not shocked. I'm glad that's what it is. I would have gladly taken the Seth Punk match just at Mania as a singles, but whatever. This works too. Yeah, I mean, again, you not to bring it to Husey, but he's was saying it's going to be a bunch of 4-ways and 3-ways and shit. It's going to be a lot more of that. And here's another one. So we have a 3-way for the women's title, 3-way for this. I am going to go out on a limb and say because Braun versus Finn is unless it's Braun versus normal Finn, and then they do Braun versus Demon Finn at Mania, but the IC title match, just expect that to be like an 8-man or like, you know, for the tag belts, they'll do like a 4-way ladder match again or whatever. It'll just be some shit like that. But overall, a solid Raw. And then we have John Cena and Cody Rhodes under one roof in Belgium. You know, John Cena's going to be there. He's going to be at the following Raw as well all month. I'm excited for that. I can't wait to see what he is going to do, you know. I can't wait to see him come out just dressed in normal gear and fucking shilling his Fruity Pebbles clothes. You know, that's what you do in that instance. And then I don't know what else, if they even have anything announced for that card besides just like John Cena's going to be there and the crowd's going to be white hot, you know. Roman, is he going to Europe? I really doubt it. I don't think. And then obviously Punk was pulled off the Europe dates. Now, I think that's because he just did all that crazy shit in this fucking cage match, and he told them like, okay, look, I'll do this cage match, but like, come on, man, you're gonna make me get squish on a fucking plane and go across the world? Like, it's almost Mania, you know? That totally makes sense now why they pulled him off that shit too. And then with the way that match was worked, it didn't seem like they prepped it or had a lot of time to think about it. They called a lot of it in the ring, it appears. So, yeah, maybe this was a bit of a last minute thing like The Rock, but I don't know. Maybe they had this in their back pocket, like we can go to Seth Punk at Mania if we have to do that. You know, that's what it really seems with leaving it to the last minute. The benefit of that is like, hey, if we trust in you, we trust the product, we trust the show's going to be good, we trust it's going to be cooking. It has been the past few years. And it's like, and so you sell out the buildings, you garnered good faith with the audience, and then last minute you can make these calls. So that it doesn't, you don't announce something fucking 3 months out, then someone gets hurt, right? You can go, you know, we have all these different, and especially when you have so many people who are so over, right? So yeah, an amazing ending there for sure. The finisher shit was just getting a little too much near the end, but then Roman came out at the perfect time to where I was about to be like, all right, this is gonna So their timing was impeccable on that. The crowd's reactions to this crowd was super hot fire. And then what else? I'm trying to think. What was anything bad? Was there anything bad on the show? No, just the super finishers. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, round of applause for that fucking Raw, dude. I can't wait for next week as well. Cena's just obviously going to cut a promo. I'm assuming they're going to end the show with him, right? So round of applause. All Jake takes on says, "Oh, come on now, Roman. That's not very fair. Oh, come on now, Eric.
Come on now, Eric.
That's not very fair. Pulling Romans out of the cage like that, so I lost the match on Raw, and now I can't go to WrestleMania unless I call in a favor from the wise man." It is kind of crazy, though, that Heyman was, like, hugging Punk in that. Like, I mean, I didn't think it would go that far, you know? And now we're going to get Roman Punk down the line as well, which is a big match. Like, obviously, you have to do that one time, right? Like when Punk returned, it was like, yeah, we're going to get a Roman Punk match, obviously, down the line somewhere. So you could argue this has been being built to as well. And I'm not a fan of a bunch of triple threats and shit, I got to be honest. But I do want to see people on the card. And it's not at the expense of anything. Like, nobody's losing out by putting Seth on the triple threat. You know, it's not like anyone's getting fucked over by making Io, Rhea, and you guys know, sorry, I'm distracted here. The two triple threat matches, you know, nobody loses out, right, by anyone being in them. If anything, everybody's gaining something. Sorry, just whipping Netflix off. Yeah, so thanks for that. Nick Chiver says Paul Heyman being perpetually upset and scared by what's happening around him will always be cinema. He's the greatest manager in the fucking game. It's all about that game and how you play it. But for real, yeah, it's his emotion. He just gets you it's the little things, man, that add up. We talk about it all the time, and just him being in the background, you know, he helped get Roman over. He's done it his entire career, get people over that way, and he's going to help with this Punk Roman thing tremendously. Now, yeah, I hope they don't do some dumb shit where, like, he's in a shark cage or the fucking ref or whatever. It would just be cool to see Heyman sitting there, like, freaking out as Punk and Roman throw down and go at it. You know what I'm saying? And him like, oh my God, it's carnage, it's mayhem. Like, whose side am I on and shit? And he's always a backstabbing little worm. Remember, he turned his back on Brock for Big Show. That was some bullshit back in the day. Thank you, Nick Shivers. Kenneth Douglas. Good to see you back here, buddy. Cena and Cody, the first time since EC. Let's see how Cena comes out and reaction he gets. Yeah, what do you think, Kenneth? Like some dark music and shit? I think he's going to come out. Well, obviously, he's going to wear those Brussels clothes he has, and I think he's going to let the crowd go, John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. I think he's going to do that, and I think at Mania, we'll get like a one-off remix. Like the way The Rock is like one-off remixing his fucking Final Boss theme with Lil Wayne and shit, depending what cities he's in. I could see like a Travis Scott Cena, or maybe he just fully goes dark heel and I'm wrong, and he fully just, because he's posting shit about the Joker and all that, and that makes me think that that's what the swerve is. We expect him to show up looking all, but he's just going to come out, smile in the camera, go, let's go to work, Stu, and just look at everyone with a fake fucking smile. And then he'll just put it on in the ring. He'll get super aggressive, do like injury moves, work heel. Yeah, all that kind of shit, man. I can't wait to see his work in the ring. That's what I can't wait. But I think he's going to try and hit the 5-knuckle shuffle, hit the same moves. Everyone goes, same old shit, same old shit. Because remember back then when we were all going, same old shit, and John Cena sucks. He had to fight against it. He couldn't embrace the darkness and let the hate flow through him. He had to fucking like fight through it and no, I'm still the good guy, whatever. But now he just gets to relive that, but lean into it. That's the most heat, is just being the guy selling the action figures and smiling and buy my shirt, kids. Don't forget, you know, and we're all like, fuck this scumbag, you know? I think that's the best way to do it. So I think he'll just come out normal with his normal theme, and everyone's just he's gonna get Dominic fucking Mysterio boos in Europe. And they line this up perfectly too, because the American audience might be like, oh my God, but in Europe, they don't fucking play with kayfabe, dude. They're gonna boo his ass. They might, like, there'll be a huge pop, but they're gonna go fucking crazy for Cody Rhodes, and they're gonna boo Cena's ass, man. I can't wait. Seth is eating the pin in the 3-way. Yeah, more or less. He's the Christian Cage of that equation. You know what I mean? Guys, while I have all of your attention here, if you don't mind, head over to my newest channel. I keep plugging it. I won't plug it forever. It's not like a forever thing. I'm not going to shill every video I do. But if you're into pop culture and all of that sort of stuff, Phil Marks Out. Consider subscribing over here. This is my other brand new channel. If you're into like pop culture and movie reviews and YouTube drama and music and all that sort of thing, I do that over there. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. I mean, there's well over there was like 350 watching, you know, as Raw goes off there. So, I mean, round of applause for everybody. It's a Monday night. And yeah, check me out. You know, Monday, Wednesday we go live, Saturday we're live again. And yeah, I absolutely can't wait. What's coming up though? I don't even know if there's like a pay-per-view or PLE. Chat will let me know. I know Roadblock's coming up, so I'll have to review that for you guys and make sure I do justice, big AJ Boom justice with that for you all. And yeah, what else, chat? Is there anything I'm forgetting? Yeah, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, all that good shit. We're almost at 6,100 subscribers on the Clips channel. At Pro Wrestle Times is where the replay for this will be at. And what else? I can't even think of anything. Some cool podcasts are coming for you guys. I assure you of that as well. And more Husey, no. And yeah, I don't know. I just had a fun time. It's early for me. I feel weird because it's like an hour early, you know, Raw's like done, and we ripped through the bookmarks and all of that, you know, doing the damn thing. So I don't even got any Dusty Dave to make. I mean, we could probably scroll and shit, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to let you all go. Thank you for being here tonight. And yeah, I'll see you Wednesday. I'm tired as shit, so I'm going to have a good rest. Wednesday, live show Dynamite, the fallout of Revolution. We're going to have tons of hot news. Also, Saturday's live show is going to be fun, but I don't know, again, if there's a PLE or if it's a UFC. There's something. I can't remember what it was that I wanted to check out. But either way, I digress. Take care of each other. Be good to each other. Drink lots of water. I'll leave you with some Becca with a 3 because she's cool. And until next time, I'll see you all in the Upside Down. Peace and love.
It's Becca, bitch. You're about to get vile. I'm a prom queen, but I keep to myself, stacking high green. You're in debt to your health. AARP. Ain't shit owed but my wealth. And my...
Really quickly, guys, Cena comes out in a suit and does the Ciampa entrance. No music, just the crowd reacting to him. I didn't see this. I'm so sorry.
Acknowledge me.
And Ray J's World said they said the first MSG cage match broadcast on TV was on HBO at the time. Tonight's MSG cage match was on Netflix, the streaming equivalent. You guys are fucking go to. Okay, on Becca, on God. I love you guys. Peace out. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Be good to each other. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang. Love you all. Illuminati, be strong. Be good to each other.
Oppie's getting dumber every day. Up in the gym, but I never need a witness. Tonic and gin when I'm working on my fitness. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca, yeah, on God, I'll make you wish you had this hot bod. On Becca. I'm God. I'll make you wish you had this hot God. I be flexing like the dudes high on tread, all natural. Better give her 10s. They say Blondie, how you getting those abs? Hey Bobby, let me call you a cab. Long legs, I'm a woman instead. My eggs, fertile, healthy, and femme. My trades, flowing free like the Thames. And my haters getting madder every day.
So, hairline. I have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. You want to watch that video? You want to watch that? It sounds funny. Like, I don't know. Those words strung together sound hilarious to me. So, let's get into this and see if it'll pop us or something.
I popped us already. we're already popped.
Okay, so here on X, formerly known as Twitter, still known as Twitter to many, we have Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. And he's here with James here. I don't know who that is. Rene Dupree, shout him out. And Ace Darling. That's a fucking throwback. Ace Darling. I think he did dark matches for like ECW and WWF back in the day, but never really made it. But shout out all you guys. Shout out Paul London. Here is Paul London imitating Aubrey Edwards. Shout out Cafe du Rene Dupree.
Yeah, she was like, "You don't recognize me, do you?"
Right.
Or something like that. She's like, "I'm only one of the most famous referees in professional wrestling." And he was like, "Oh, I don't really watch WWF anymore. Like, I haven't watched it." She's like, "WWE, please." I wrestle for I'm a referee for AEW. It's the newest shit. If you don't know it, then you need to go check it out.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And
oh no!
And then he was just like, yeah. She was like,
oh my